forget.
We worked Saturday, Carrie and Eric and I. Eric was great. Eric's great.
Yeah, he did 45 minutes.
He opened. He did 45 minutes.
Welcome to Chick Chat Comedy Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patty Rosburn. I'm here with the fabulous, the beautiful, the very bossy Carrie Carabas is here.
Hi, Patty.
Looking beautiful with her beautifully
Thank you.
blown out hair. You look very nice. And we are here with two fabulous guests. And Long Island is representing in the house.
We're outnumbering you.
I know. Exactly. All the talent from
We
Long
outnumber
Island.
Mayor Pack. We're outnumbering Mayor Pack.
Don't say where I live. Okay, Joe Starr, the very funny Joe Starr.
Is he here?
Just off his television
Show?
called
Everybody is
I
just
always
off
say
the show.
King or Queen.
It was canceled.
Kevin Can Wait. Okay, it was canceled, but
Thank
it
you
wasn't
for
your
bringing it
fault.
up.
Yeah, but
right?
it wasn't your fault, A. And B, you were a regular on the show. It wasn't like you had a little bit part. You were you were Enzo.
That's why
You
it
were
hurt
the
so
pizza
much
man.
that
I
she just brought it up.
And you didn't kill the first wife, so it wasn't your fault.
Hey, we don't know what happened.
Did you see last night on Steve Colbert? Thank you. He did a joke about that. He said he did a joke about the dead wife. He goes, now that it's off the air, we got to find out who killed the wife, who's responsible for her death.
JR.
Leah
Yes,
Remini.
JR. And also, look who else we have here.
Steve.
A guy that I worked with 1,000,000 years ago.
You did.
Steve Lazarus is
great
here. I've
Steve
done every
Thank you.
firehouse in Long
I
Island.
have to tell the story, though, before we start.
Oh, I don't know if he remembers
Steve was driving with Patty.
banana peel?
Listen,
I know the banana
Listen,
peel.
I've heard the story from you, and I heard it from Patty.
Oh, does he have a different version than me?
He said,
Go ahead.
and I quote, I drove her to a gig.
Yeah.
She was eating a banana, and then she just threw the peel in the back of my brand new car.
That's true.
I didn't. Okay.
You did.
Here's the thing about Steve Lazarus. Very handsome guy, looks normal on the outside, right?
Yes. On the
He
outside.
would be normal. You don't see
But
the
then-
OCD and the insanity
Yeah,
until you're in a car for an hour and 45 minutes with him. And I'm hungry, and I had to eat something, and I took out a banana. I didn't think to ask him, can I take out a banana and eat it? Because it's not fucking Chinese food with gravy and a fork and things that are going to get in your car.
I was kind of fine that you took the banana out.
That's
but
not what you
eating
said to
it
me. Here's what he said
was-
to me. Yes, I ate the banana.
Wait, you pulled it out,
I
and
pulled
then
it
what
out.
did he say?
I eat the banana. He's not saying anything. He's just looking at me. So I finished the banana, and my purse is in the back seat. I throw the banana peel into my purse in the back seat. He goes, did you just throw that banana peel in the back of my car? I go, absolutely not. I'm not white trash. I'm not going to throw a banana peel in the back of your car. And he goes, well, check it and make sure. I go, I'm checking it. Here it is. You go, let me see it. I'm showing it to you. The banana peel's in my... And I'm thinking, is this guy fucking crazy? And then he goes, he goes, normally I don't let people eat in my car. And I go, yeah, but it's a banana. There's no crumbs with the banana. Why is he getting all fucking crazy about a banana? And then
is
you talked about
hilarious.
the banana for a while, and then I thought, I think Steve Lazarus might be crazy. But then as I got to know you, that
Gotcha.
was just one of your little picadillos, and you're
I
actually
didn't
quite lovable.
until now. I didn't realize you threw it into the purse.
I did throw it into
I
the
didn't
purse.
know that. I thought you should just.
Well,
chuck
you
it
were
in the
busy
back.
driving.
No, you weren't driving with me. You
No,
were driving with
windshield.
Patty.
I know, but I didn't.
If I were
realize,
driving with you, it would have been in the back seat somewhere.
yeah, underneath. You would have went underneath the cushion. But I didn't realize that your purse was there. I thought you just
See?
you went like that, and I'm like, she just
I am
threw the
so glad
peel.
we got to the bottom of this.
Yes.
And that you two you've worked
I
this out.
apologize.
It's the first time I've
How
met
many
him,
years
and
ago?
I
How
had to
many
go
years
into the middle
has
of
this been going on?
effing Brooklyn, right? That's where
did,
you
right?
lived.
Had to pick me up
And-
in the middle of fucking Brooklyn.
Oh, I
Right.
remember. Yeah,
And I
Brooklyn.
was just with the kids in
You
the
had
house.
the kids in the
and
house.
You were
I
like
came
coming
in,
to get me.
and I'm like, oh my god.
I know, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Under the
Right.
stairs.
You were being nice to me, and then you felt like I was betraying you by taking out a banana.
So it's over.
All right.
Well, at least he didn't take out
So
his
glad
banana.
it's
that's
over.
the good.
Because
that's
if
the
he would have
good news
taken
about
out
it.
his banana,
Then I
Thank
would have
God.
been. Then that would have been weird.
That would have been very weird.
well, you wouldn't have minded if she ate your banana.
Oh, God. Shoot it into the back seat, would you?
It would have been the little banana.
Right in the purse.
Yeah.
You
Put
know
it in
those
the
little
purse.
bananas?
She was
Not
used to
the normal size
She was used to
banana.
the little one from
the
Eric.
The midget banana.
Whoa!
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's not
Digs
nice.
against my
Doing?
first husband. And
No, I
his-
meant he was Jewish. I didn't mean that.
And his husband listens to the show, so I'm just telling
what
you.
you started now? Another
your
problem
kid,
now.
And your daughters do, too.
They don't
I don't know
listen.
if you
They
know,
never listen
Patty
to my show.
Rossborough married a gay guy. Well, he wasn't gay when he married her.
I turned
That's
him
right.
gay.
Well, actually, he was. He cried the whole way down the aisle. So that was a red flag right there.
I did turn him
That
gay.
was a
then.
bouquet of red flags.
You don't turn someone gay.
He was actually carrying a bouquet of red flags down the fucking aisle as he cried and whimpered.
Now,
The night before, he said, I don't think we should do this.
No.
yeah, he did.
Did he?
I talked him back into it. Why would I do
Wow,
that? That
okay.
would be stupid,
Wow.
right?
How old were you when you got married?
31. I was desperate.
Oh, 31.
That wasn't desperate. I was desperate. for it.
31, her at 31? Did you see her then?
She was hot. Everybody wanted to bang her.
No, she was pretty.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Thank
She
you,
was
boy. What do you
pretty.
mean was? What's with the was's?
No.
You know.
What happened to me?
No,
All right, that was 30 years
No,
ago.
that was
30
everybody's.
years I
Wow,
was.
Patty Rossborough, she's available.
See?
Look,
Fuck
nobody,
all of
Patty.
you. What?
Nobody wants to fuck me either now.
Carrie, you still have some fuckability left
Not
in
really.
you. You've got another 10
Not
years.
much.
Fuckability.
10 years, and then it's all going to hit the fan like
Is
it
there
did
a
with me.
meter I don't know about? A fuckability
Okay,
meter?
so
Fuckability meter.
let's go to Joe Starr.
Joe Starr.
I was in an
Go ahead.
improv group with Joe Starr
What was
called
it
the
called?
Online
Comedy
Comedy Express.
Express.
That's
A
when everybody was
long time
online,
ago.
right? Everybody,
That was
it
when the
computers
internet
first,
was new.
When it first came
And
out.
yeah, the
Wait a
phrase
minute.
online was new.
Yes. Were you actually online?
No.
In your...
No, but
Oh,
that
it
was just
called
our-
online.
No.
But we
Were
were
you in it
an
too?
improv.
No, it was myself.
No.
Oh,
I
Joe,
wasn't even in comedy
the two
then.
talented. No, we had Craig Mitchell. He was also on.
Craig
He was
I
very
love
funny.
Craig Mitchell.
Billy Hine.
Billy Hine. They were
JJ
all fat
Boyd.
guys.
I
Two
can't
fat
remember.
guys.
You were
I was
fat.
the thin one. No,
You
I
were
was
the thin
thinner
one.
then. Yeah, I
You
was
were
the thin
thin,
one.
and
it was-
and I was really thin.
You were gorgeous then too.
What
As
word?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Come
Look,
on,
life
boy.
has beaten us all up, Patty.
Yeah, she doesn't have
You
a
want to
mirror.
take out all headshots?
I have a mirror.
Life has beaten us up.
I just want you to just fake it and
The
say
four
you
of
girls
us-
look great.
You do look great.
The four of us could
Thank
not
you.
have been in this room together this small 25 years ago.
There would have been an
Lust
orgy.
and steam and yeah, exactly. But now it's life has
And
beaten
anal
us down.
sex.
But I do
Oh,
have
at
to say,
least.
Joe was extremely talented on the on the
thank
cuff.
you. I had a
On
lot
the
of
Oh,
fun
yes,
then.
he's very
On the
quick.
cuff.
Off, isn't it off the cuff?
Yes, it's
on
off
the cuff, off the cuff.
It was
On
well.
the-
If it's going to be off the cuff, it's got to be on there first. So I guess you're both right.
But he's
Right.
wearing short sleeves.
Now, Joe
it's-
Starr is
I don't
a
need cuffs anymore.
huge.
he doesn't.
Excuse me.
Doesn't need cuffs anymore.
Joe
Let
Starr
her
is a,
finish.
is a huge.
Oh.
Doesn't have a huge. I don't
I
know
heard
if you
my
have a
name
huge.
and I heard huge.
Joe Starr is a huge Rat Pack fan.
Well, of
Oh.
course.
So
Oh,
he
show
should have.
business.
He was probably reincarnated. You know, he might
Yeah.
have been
You
back. in the,
are kind of very old school, old fashioned.
I think I
Why
am
is that?
an old Vegas bartender
Yes.
that fell asleep on an ice chest and then woke up years later and that's me.
Yes.
Yeah, but he comes from a long line of family
Well,
members.
my grandfather was in vaudeville. He was a dancer in the 20s.
A dancer?
And 30s. Yeah.
Are you a
and-
dance? Can you dance?
This is not 20 years ago. And no, not without hurting myself. I could dance.
In the day?
Once.
Back in the day?
Once a month I could probably dance, but then I'll be shot for the rest of the. But so he was in show business, and then he got out, became a
Not
civil
your
engineer.
father?
No, it's the bug usually skips a generation. I've had that. That's why a lot of second generation people are not that good, like the
Now,
children
you
of
named
famous
yourself
people.
Star, but you're not really Star. I mean, you are a star, but you're not. Your name, father's name.
You
is
want to
not
ask
Star.
from the beginning?
Yes.
You want to ask if Star is my real last name? Why don't you ask that question?
Beat around the bush,
Instead of
why don't you?
going around
Star,
it.
your real last name.
Yes.
That is a fucking lie. That is a lie.
You should be a judge.
That's what
Innocent.
Judge
Are
Judy,
you nuts?
Knew the answer. You knew it wasn't.
Judge Judy always goes, "You're lying." That actually sounded more like Carrie than Judge Judy.
Yeah.
So
no.
what was
Star
your
is
real
a
name?
generic.
you Jewish?
It was picked as a generic name.
I like it though. It
It
fits you.
Thank you.
I wouldn't know you as anything else.
Actually, you know what I get a lot is Mike Starr, the actor Mike Starr, has been in a million things.
No.
He's in Goodfellas. If I showed you a picture, you'd know him
I
immediately.
love Goodfellas, my
'Cause
favorite movie.
He was the guy who worked for the airline who said that they can come in with the key and take out all that money,
All the money.
without shooting anybody.
I
Mike Starr's been
remember
in a million things. So every time I audition, if it gets to the producers or director, it's the first question almost everybody's asking me.
related?
Are you Mike's brother? Because Mike has a brother, I've heard.
Oh,
I
really?
think Frank, and I
Do
think
you say yes?
no, and I think he does voiceover work. So I
What?
always say
If
no
you say
because
yes,
the age difference. I've always looked older than I was. Mike is way older than
I know
me.
you're a lot.
Mike could actually be my
younger.
father. Mike is, I think, as old as my parents.
Wait, he has 2 R's in his last name also?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm
What?
such a. I'm a fan of yours, but I'm also a fan of the Rat Pack. But
Yeah.
I saw this box set, the Rat Pack
Oh,
collection.
very cool. Very
Carrie is so thoughtful.
Oh.
And I
That's
got
for
it.
me.
Sorry.
I got it for you.
See,
Yes.
That's
Sorry, I
so
didn't get you
nice.
I bought
anything,
this a
Steve
while
Lazarus.
back.
Thank
a
you,
while
sweetie.
And
back.
I got a banana peel from Patty 25 years ago. So
So it's like
Thank
all
you,
your
honey.
favorite guys.
Carrie,
really
that's so
so nice.
thoughtful.
Very
Dean
nice.
Martin.
Thank
You
you.
probably know everything about each one of those guys, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that Sammy was
Jewish?
No, was banging the girl from. She was a porn star in the book. She wrote the book Ordeal, and she used to blow him. What's it? Linda Lovelace. Did you know
Oh,
that?
I didn't know
It
that.
doesn't surprise
Sammy
me.
had a thing while he was married, and she was trying to get him to get her out of the situation.
Wait, when she
and he
wrote
never got
this-
her out.
When she wrote the book,
Ordeal.
was he alive?
Yes.
Yes.
So he knew she wrote it about him?
Yes.
And he said, okay.
I don't know if he
Well,
had anything
he
to
didn't
say
get a
about
say.
it. He
You
didn't
know,
get a
wouldn't
say.
get a
She
say.
had a book deal, and she
Yeah.
told everything about everybody
That's why you got to get it written that
Gotta
you're
get it
not
right.
allowed.
That's right.
to talk if you get blown. Is that it?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I do know that Sammy was in the
didn't know
first
that.
integrated unit in the Army.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, they wrote the N-word across his stomach. Did you know that?
Yes, it did.
Really?
And that's how his nose ended up so flat.
What's
it wasn't
the-
like that before.
what N-word?
Before the
You know
Nuisance.
Naugahyde. They wrote Naugahyde, which was hard because his stomach was only like
Not
this
your
big.
bed,
And
brother.
the Naugahyde
He said
went
they
around
were
the back.
so racist to him, and it was
Oh,
the guy
they were
in
racist
charge
to
who
him
was
a
racist
lot.
to him.
He was such a super duper talent because he
Yes.
was a child
Yes.
star. He
Yes,
was
he
an
was.
5-year-old kid tap dancing his ass
He
away.
was the
Yeah.
talented one in the group,
He was,
right?
oh,
Yeah.
by far.
Singing,
Yeah.
He was the most
dancing.
He was the Michael Jackson of the
Back in
Well, he
the
had
day,
more
right.
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
He sang, he danced, he did impressions, a great actor.
Do you
a
know
great
that-
drummer,
They
a
could
great
barely
vibist.
stand up.
Here's another story you probably know.
Tell me.
They were walking through one of the casinos, all four of them, and they go, "I'm sorry, he's gonna have to go in through the kitchen." And Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, they all go, "Oh, you know what? No, we're never coming
Yeah, we're not
back."
going to do
No,
the show.
they
Yeah,
put-
We're
yeah,
not doing the
they
show.
said he goes in the closet.
What?
No, never mind.
that was Lawford.
I meant a different entrance.
And they never went back to that casino ever again.
That's right.
Huge mistake on the
Yeah.
casino.
really? Well, good. That shows them. Now
So
you
nice.
are you're married?
Yeah. It was so accusatory.
Wait,
the way
how
she
many-
said, "You're married,
Married,
and
like-
How many times have you been married?
Like she's going to blow you now,
Been
Joe.
two times.
She-
I love this so much. I've done it more than once.
Wait, do you have a child with any one of these wives?
No.
No
I
children.
do have. Well, no, that's not true. See, let me finish. I have a child, my daughter, who's 29 years old.
Oh,
Wow, and you're only
And-
34.
And my stepson is 33 years old. And but I have
But
we
that's a
just became
stepson.
we're grandparents.
really?
Wow,
Congrats.
She's so cute. And she turned a year in
So
January.
this is your wife's children.
my my
Before-
stepson is her kid.
All right, so
obviously.
your daughter you were very
high school
young.
sweetheart.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
were young.
Yep, I was 19 when she was.
My brother did that. He never got married, but he had his
So it's
first.
one and one from
high
each.
school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did our
It's
lights just
Fran,
go
Then
right?
you
Little
got
set.
married.
Fran.
Yeah, Fran.
Fran.
That's who I'm married to now.
You
right?
still friends?
No, wait, you were
Yeah,
married
Fran.
to who was the first one?
Petra.
Petra.
You remember her.
Petra? What kind of a name is Petra?
It means rock in Latin. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a very old name.
Petra.
There's
No,
a city
not
of
it's
Petra.
Petra means
Well, in Greek, yeah,
Petra.
Oh,
it
she's
means rock,
Greek.
right? It's
Yeah,
a female.
rock.
It's a
Did
female
she-
derivative of Peter.
Did she throw herself at you?
She said
Wow.
rock.
Very
I
good,
liked
Carrie
her.
Carruthers.
She was very funny.
What happened to
What
her?
happened to her?
She did nothing. She's always been like that. It just didn't work. She moved to Los Angeles. She lives in L.A. and she's a very successful real estate broker, I believe. Haven't spoken in a while.
She hated his guts. All right.
She didn't hate me.
And now you never got married,
Never.
You Steve Lazarus?
Never engaged.
You
No,
know,
you know why? Because
I know why.
I'll tell you why. Because
then
he's
I'll tell
waiting
you.
for the chick with the big tits, the super fucking model.
Absolutely.
That doesn't exist.
Exactly.
For guys like him.
You
You're
know
right.
who said that? What's
For
his name?
guys like him.
But guys,
Right,
like
guys
She had
like
to
you.
clarify
You
it.
know,
She couldn't leave
You
it.
couldn't have just left it
No,
there.
because-
Guys like him.
Yeah, if you were loaded.
How do you know I'm not loaded?
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah, well, you don't act it. If you were loaded, and you
Your
hung
outfit,
out, and
your
you hung out
outfit.
in the loaded clubs, these girls are looking for that guy. You would have gotten the supermodel.
I hear Rich, right? Rich says, is it Rich who
Walker.
says? Walker says that he likes big hair, big tits, hoary clothes, lots of makeup, spike heels, and if you don't get that, you want nothing.
Right, all
That is-
guys
it's
are
all
like
or
that. All
nothing.
guys like that. You know what? Jimmy Dolce from Governors told me one time this pretty good-looking girl was hitting on you, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, you're too fucking fussy.
You're
what are you
a
waiting
picky
for?
bitch.
All right.
What are you waiting for?
Just what you said.
You were right.
You were right.
You were right.
But what
The
you
big
can't.
tits
What
are you
you
gonna
can't
do?
get
What do you want me to do?
aroused? You can't get
Settle?
aroused with a
No,
girl.
I don't think
Like
also
your
said-
husband's? Sorry.
You're right. They settled.
Would
funny.
it be so hard to you couldn't
It's hard.
like
It's hard.
Not everybody gets
if
married.
you're not
Sorry.
attracted to the can't you be just sort of attracted to the girl? She has to have big tits. She has to have big hair.
Do you want
What
to
if
get
she
married?
doesn't have big tits, but she's
No.
got a beautiful face?
Well, no, it's the question. He
At
doesn't
this-
even want to be married.
No, but you know.
no,
what-
not now.
No, he
you
doesn't
get
want to be
older,
married.
and
Well,
you
now.
know, I.
He's 80.
But that's what nurses are for. You don't need a wife. You need a nurse at that
Sponge
point.
bath.
How old do you need? How old do you need? You got to be still in her 20s, even though you're not in your
No.
20s,
Yeah,
30s,
No.
It'd be like getting a parrot would
Honestly,
outlive him.
45
somebody
to
older.
55.
45 to
go.
55.
That's okay.
Okay,
Nice.
what if she doesn't have big tits and you buy them for her? Would you,
Oh, I don't want to do that.
No. He
but
wants-
suggest it.
Organic
Honey,
is better.
It's
Organic
your
is
birthday.
healthy.
Why would I do that?
Instead of giving her tooth fairy money, you
Yes.
give her
Organic is
boob
healthy.
fairy money.
Boob money.
Well, meet her halfway. Just get one.
One. No.
I'll pay for one, you pay for the other.
But you
No,
don't think
I-
you could be happy with a small-titted woman?
I
Come on.
could.
You could?
No, I could. I mean,
and then when
I
you
believe
close
you.
your eyes, you make
she's
love, you'd
pretty
always...
and, you know,
What did he say?
Maybe
I
you can get
believe
nipples put on her ass. That's like the best of both worlds.
just, you know, as you get, it doesn't, you know, I mean, both of you guys, you're married, so you're all
Yeah,
married.
we're all married. Yeah, three of us.
So
Are you
it's
looking,
just-
though? Do you go? And
Not really.
Do you go
He's
online?
busy.
What about
No.
online?
He's
no
busy.
online?
No.
Aren't you lonely? Don't you need to
I
come?
bought a
I mean, I don't
condo
understand.
in the 55 and older community.
That's right.
And
You did?
Yeah,
I did.
down in Florida.
And it's not 55 and older. It's
1855 and
it's-
older.
That's
They're
correct.
very old. They're very old down there.
Look, he has his own hips. That's what it
Ooh,
is.
I heard a great phrase in Florida when I was
Right.
down there performing. This old guy afterwards, he had just turned 94, and I said, "Tell me, I know that there are like 7 or 8 times the amount of women as men down there."
In Florida.
Yeah, because men die early
Oh, yeah, it's
because
true.
they want to. So I said, 96. He was 96, I think. 96. Wow, what's it like? And he goes, I'll tell you. If you can drive, you live like a prince. But if you could drive at night, you're the fucking king. It's like, really?
You know,
Because,
that's
and he
true.
pulled out his license. There's nothing on it. He could drive anytime he wants, and he's got women
catch.
tripping over themselves.
He
Not
takes
that they
them
don't
out.
fall anyway, but, I mean, they're tripping in his direction.
Carrie, did you see this show on Saturday? That whole table of the 12 women, right?
Are you
Wait,
paying
what?
attention?
Okay,
all-
we
they
did
were
a
all-
show Saturday night,
Who, you and Steve?
and Eric Half,
Okay.
and it was at the
North
North
Shore
Shore Towers.
Okay.
The geriatric.
Older.
Yep.
Yeah. It's an
Okay,
older.
so Eric Half decides he's emceeing. He decides to do an hour.
Sorry,
and
Eric.
Hour and 15 minutes up front, and we're making fun of him the whole time. We're going.
I hate
You
when
know-
they do too much time up front.
Eric did
Why
how
did
long?
the headliner go first?
Wait. How
Yeah.
long did he do?
A
He
lot.
did like 40
At
minutes.
least
Up front?
Yes.
40 minutes.
What did he do? His A stuff 3 times?
These people are in bed
No,
by
he did. He kept
9:30.
Going.
No, he's great eventually.
He was great.
He's like a sunset.
You are so funny.
No, I mean,
funny.
don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying he's not good. I love Eric. I just worked with him at a theater. It's not his fault.
Eric's great.
Yeah.
It's-
yeah.
So
But that
yeah, I
whole
guess he
table-
was wait.
He's very good at what he does with what he has
But
to work
here's the
with.
thing: he was waiting for the big laugh, and
well,
they
that's
didn't
why he-
hear it. They didn't hear the joke.
Oh, that old. They were old.
Yeah.
You got to
I'm
know
never
how to
gonna
do
hire
it.
you now.
It's a different world when you work for an audience like that.
So anyway, then Steve goes up and he kills, of course,
course
because
he
they're
did.
waiting for.
Sure.
No, Eric did good, and he does great. And I go up and I'm like, they're already my
Yeah, they
pill. I have to, and I ate it.
You did
No,
not.
you did. Stop
oh,
it.
Come on, I ate it. Let's be
Oh
honest.
my
But
God.
that's because the show was 2 hours before you
was-
got
first of all, it
stepped on
was
the
too
stage.
long.
They go, we want you to do 40. Eric goes, do 40. I go, I'm not doing 40, Eric. The show's already an hour
That's
in,
right.
an
You
hour
do
and
20
10
minutes to
in.
get off.
An hour and 10 in for 90-year-olds.
let me
I
ask-
go up, and he goes, just do 40. And I go, give me a light at 30. And in 15 minutes, I get a light.
They want to.
Trying to help you out. But wait. Let me ask you a question.
Which
Honestly.
was fine with me.
Honestly. Did you eat it to your
No.
own standards
No.
or the room? Did they have a good
Stop
time?
it.
That's what I'm asking.
They
No,
had a
okay,
good
bullshit.
time.
Okay,
No,
they had a good time.
They had
so
a
it's
good
not
time. But
bad set.
to
She
my,
did great.
Right, to
I
you.
wanted the
She
rolling
did great.
laugh.
Right, of course you did.
You like the
But
kill.
they were like,
You're a comedy
Carrie
whore.
used to
Everybody
kill.
wants to kill.
they came up after me. And,
And
they
said,
came
"I
up
love
to us.
you."
They
They
said,
all
we
came up
love
to you.
Yeah.
What a great show.
Oh,
It was great.
see? Oh, what are you complaining about?
That was like, do that voice
I don't want to
again.
do those
Bitch,
fucking
bitch,
shows
bitch.
anymore.
I do.
I
Don't
don't
go to
I
like
love
Florida.
those. Those are my
I do
favorites.
not want
Those are my
shows that I
absolute
have to
favorites.
work my balls off.
My average audience, 80, 85. I am.
You like the
That's
old
my sweet
ones?
spot. Absolutely. That's my sweet spot.
You know, you think you're not going to like the old ones, but then you do the old ones, and they're actually
I love 'em.
they're actually good.
Some
the
of
old
them.
They laugh a lot.
It
Yeah,
depends.
yeah.
There are certain. I just want my following that likes me to come see me.
Well, then-
I don't want to. Like I did a bridal shower last
Oh my
week.
God, that tape is.
When then I won't
Wait,
work.
you got to go on Carrie's Facebook, and when was it? A week ago. Go on her Facebook, and she did a fucking live feed right before her bridal
I
shower.
was panicked, so I was in the car, and I was like, I just had to let everybody know how humiliating it is to do a bridal shower because they're like, they're not laughing.
Oh.
Then they come up to you at the end and they go, "That was so much fun. That was fun."
I gotta tell you a story.
Fun.
They
I
don't
gotta
laugh
tell you a
though.
story. You triggered a great story. This
Go
is
ahead.
a comic nightmare. I get hired to do a birthday party. This guy called the club, and he says there was a comic last week. His name's Joe. Blah, describes me and everything. Great. We want to hire. He's my wife's
he was
favorite.
kinda chubby.
He's my wife's favorite comic. This is years ago when I
Go
was
ahead,
still
go
svelte. And it's my wife's favorite comic. She loved him, and she's turning 50 next week. I want to hire him. At last minute, I know, but here's the money and blah blah. And they go, great, okay. So they call me. Great. I show up. They hide me. There's
Oh,
like
I hate
200
when they
people,
hide
and
you.
I realize they don't know there's going to be comedy. It's a surprise for her. I said, but you didn't
That's
tell anybody
terrible.
else.
No,
That's
that's right.
terrible.
You can't surprise anybody with a
That's
show.
bad.
That's the
bad.
worst.
But I'm only doing 15 minutes. Right. So I'm only doing
15 minutes.
Only doing 15.
Was it good money for 15
So,
minutes?
yeah. So the guy, he gets up and he makes a speech. Now I'm right outside the door. So, honey, I didn't know what to get you, but and thank everybody for coming. But I have a big surprise for you. I got your favorite comic just for you. And she goes, oh, my God. He goes, Joe Starr, and everybody applauds. I walk in the room, and out loud, she goes, who the fuck is this guy? wait, I like Joe Maffa.
Oh, they got the
Because of how
wrong
much weight Joe
guy.
used to look alike.
They got the wrong guy.
So
It's a Joe.
I got to do
Joe.
15 minutes, and I'm not Maffa.
You don't remember
So-
any of his jokes?
So now,
Do
Like
you
Joe,
don't-
he has a
so
big
now
boiler in
wait,
his living
you
room.
took out a cup of coffee and a cigarette. You're like,
Really wound up. And, yeah, no, I did my regular. It was so fun. Everybody laughed, thinking she was kidding.
All you had to do was just complain for 15 minutes, like Martha
No,
does.
but Maffa's
I love
Maffa's
Maffa.
awesome at what he does.
I
I
know.
have a one-bedroom apartment
I'm not
in
that
the
kind of
basement.
comic.
I try to commit suicide.
Can't even hang myself.
By
Yeah,
hanging
I can't do
myself.
No,
Maffa.
he's great. But you must have killed it,
No,
too.
I did okay. But the just in that
deflated
moment,
that moment
I
for
didn't
you.
get to the mic yet. I'm walking.
Oh, that's so hard.
Who the fuck is this guy?
guy.
I like Joe Maffa. As I get to the mic, I go, oh, and I realize we were both on the show the week before. We
Was it
both
in their
looked
house?
The same.
So
No,
you-
it was at a
No,
hall.
your
Catering
ego.
Okay,
your-
the worst is when you do someone's birthday party at
In
their
the
fucking
house.
house in the backyard, and you're getting heckled by the one drunk fucking aunt, and you're like, "Listen, lady, shut the fuck up. There's 25 people here. Let me fucking finish what I got to do, or I'll kick the shit out of you."
The
And nobody's
nightmare
even
shows.
telling her. Stop,
No,
shut
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
No, that's a problem.
Blanche, shut it.
Privates, you can't tell people to go fuck themselves. Like you can
No.
only do that at a comedy
Can't.
club. If
No.
at a
No, because
private,
the whole family would be
You have to be
shitting.
nice.
You
I think
have
that was
to
the
pretend
only,
nothing
That was
bothers
the only
you.
private I ever did. That was the only private I ever did.
That's not true.
Was it? No, it's true.
Why do you
never
never do
done a private
privates?
party?
No. I've been hired for company stuff, but not not in the house. Not.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
nothing
No,
That's the
I won't do
worst.
them.
I've
You
done the
walk
living
in,
room. You do the living
I've
room.
done. I've walked
Oh.
in. Wait, with the equipment. Now they know who you are, and I'm setting up by the fireplace, and the kids come over. Like
Yeah.
they
It's
don't know
like,
who is this.
What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Is
your
this
sound
karaoke?
system.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I
Horrible.
don't do them.
And you have to stand there, like you said, and they're
Yeah, I
all
would never
sitting
do
there.
that.
I
And you can't say "shut the fuck up" because you
Right.
can't.
I
Right.
did one,
So-
and I always bring someone with me. So she goes.
Chicken shit.
They saw me New Year's Eve at a theater,
You
and then they
chicken
go.
shit.
I do. I
throw
I'm a
somebody
chicken
else
shit.
into the
I
fucking
do.
fire.
Right.
Walker went.
know.
Walker went into the fire.
Oh, well,
but
it's
anyway,
Walker.
so she calls me.
Good
She
time.
goes.
I thought you meant a comic.
She goes, "How much do you get for a private party in my house?" And I go, 1,000. Yeah, if I'm going to humiliate myself, I want the money.
That's right.
That's all it takes.
So-
So she gave
Yeah.
Walker 50.
So wait, hold on. I give Walker $50 to open.
I knew it. He told
Rich
me about
Walker.
that.
No. So here's what happened. She goes, "Oh, I can't afford that." I go, "Well, I'm sorry." She goes, "Listen." She goes, I really can't. You do better." I go, "Well, how much better?"
Right.
She goes, "Well, I have $200." So I go to her. Well, she goes, "Look." I go, "What's the party for?" She goes, "Well, I have breast cancer, and I don't know if I'm going to live."
Yeah.
I'll be there at 6. You can't say
I
no
go,
now.
no.
Oh, no.
So-
I go, "You know what?
Okay,
Just give
190.
me whatever you're comfortable with." So
Okay,
I call up
190.
Walker. I go, "Listen, Walker, we got to do this girl's party. She's got breast cancer. Whatever she gives us, we'll split."
Yeah, you got to go now.
We get there. There's 20 people, maybe 25, in the kitchen, in the living room and dining room. And they were the best crowd
Really?
we ever
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Wow.
And at the
Was
end
it
of
sincere?
yeah.
Or were they just trying to make her feel like it was a good
No,
time?
it was
No, it was
fucking-
sincere.
And
Okay.
what'd
They
you
were
get? What'd they
great.
pay you?
What'd
The
you take?
husband ended up giving us like $500 something.
Okay.
It was great. It was great.
Wow.
And turns out she didn't have cancer.
Really?
She just said that Carrie.
No,
had
I'm kidding.
said-
No,
Oh.
no, she had a mastectomy done or whatever. But I don't know whatever happened to her after. I'm sure she's fine. I'm hoping.
I hope so. I hope
Let's
so.
for next week's Chick Chat. We'll find out.
Yeah, find out. Do
See if
some
she's
homework.
still alive.
Other than spending 2 hours parking Patty's car out front.
She can't fucking park to save her
Carrie
life.
Park-
This
I
girl.
saw that.
Because I'm always late because I cannot fucking fit into a parking spot, and Carrie can
There's
fit
a
into
microphone
every. I know, but
for
this
a
is covering
reason.
my face, my beautiful young face.
Oh, yeah.
Adam goes, oh yeah, wait, let me
No,
just.
come on, you're
I'm
great,
putting
you're
Adam
great,
under
you're
the
great.
throwing Adam under the bus because I listened to MLC podcast the other day, and they were talking. He and Kevin were
Check.
talking about how badly white women
Check.
age. Right, Adam?
That doesn't-
You were talking
give me a
about
break.
how
That-
bad white women look
That
when
does
they
not.
age.
That doesn't sound like anything I would
That
say.
you
Look,
totally said
asshole.
No, you
said,
guys are-
Yes, I
come
agree.
on.
That black
Horrible.
women's
First
skin
of all,
is better.
all right.
And
well-
No. I agree with that. I will
Adam,
agree with the darker the skin.
Yeah.
He
The
just
more-
let
the
he
more
just let
pigment-
that out of the bag.
But hold
We all,
on.
Yeah.
all every guy knows that.
But hold on, the more
Yeah,
pigment,
exactly. That's known.
Look,
That's known.
the more pigment in the skin,
Right.
the less it's going to crack. But the whiter the skin, the
Sure.
easier it cracks. But you're not you're
I'm
an
pasty.
exception to
I'm
the rule. But
pasty.
you don't look your age. You don't look
No, but
75.
she
never looked her
You
age.
don't
I do.
look
If you see me in a
75.
bathing suit,
You
it's-
never looked your age. She never did. No, you never did. I never did.
Really?
I can't wear sleeveless.
What do you wear, a 5-piece?
No, everybody
I-
thought
I
she was
do.
younger. Everybody thought I was older.
I
We never looked our ages.
you-
I know
you
what
never
that's
looked
like.
your age.
I know
You
I
look
never
the
looked my
same
age, and she never
now
looked her age.
as when I
I know.
first met you.
Except now I have gray
You're
hair.
not really aging.
yeah, that's
No,
true.
I
You
know.
have the same face.
But you know what? I know why. See, everybody used to make fun of me because when I was like 20, everybody thought I was like 40.
Right.
And all the guys made fun of me. I said, watch what happens. The day I turn 50, which hasn't happened yet, the day I turn 50, I'm going to look like that for the rest of my life. And you guys are going to rock it right by me. They're
What are
going to
you-
age.
No,
Are you
but here's the
Italian?
thing.
Are you Italian?
You could have dyed your
Jewish?
hair, but you didn't have to. You didn't want to.
No, I
You
had
did-
to for acting and
Oh,
everything.
you did dye it?
I dyed my hair dark for
Years?
20 years. Yeah,
But as the pizza guy, you had gray hair.
yeah, I had stopped dyeing it the year before.
What nationality are you?
I love her, the way she says things. It's the tone. It's the tone.
I can't figure it out. You're not
Nationality are
Italian.
you?
You're not Jewish. Russian.
It's like
Russian.
no, it's like I'm keeping a secret from her. If she would just ask nicely, I would tell
What-
her. But I
what
like the
nationality
accusatory.
are you?
You're married, right? And what
married.
nationality are you?
What nationality?
And they
Very,
call me the
very-
mean one.
Russian.
No, again. I didn't turn Russian since the last time you asked me. No.
What are you?
I,
I think you're some sort of Latin, aren't you?
half.
No.
Half
Latin?
Mhm.
Which Latin?
I love the shock in her
Which
face.
half?
You don't seem Latin at all.
Wait. What's showing is Irish.
You're
Joe-
Irish?
Come on, because
Half.
I have a question for
I got
Joey
questions,
Joey
too.
Cola.
Go ahead.
Joey Cola
Oh,
said,
Cola.
"Tell the elephant joke."
So there's this guy who's down on his luck, and the circus comes to town.
Okay.
Circus comes to town. And the sign says, help wanted, $5 an hour. So he walks in with the sign. Manager says, good, we need somebody to prep the elephants before the show. You take this broom handle, you find the elephants out there, and about 20 minutes before the show, you walk behind the elephant, you put the broomstick in their ass, you pull it out, make some shit before the show. Guy said, you got to be kidding me. Because this is the job. You want it or not. We don't want them shitting inside during the show. Sure, he takes the broom handle. About 2 hours
It works
later,
with my husband.
About 2 hours later, guy comes over and goes, all right, you better get to work. We're going to start in 20 minutes. So he walks behind an elephant. He doesn't know what he's doing. Moves the tail, pushes in the broom handle, takes it out. The elephant shits. All right, well, the second one, the third, he was walking around. Gets to the last elephant, old gray elephant, standing up, sound asleep, leaning against a tree. So he tiptoes behind the old elephant. He moves his tail and pushes the broomstick up his ass. And the old elephant wakes up, looks over his shoulder, and goes, how's the crowd? It's a show business, Joe. How's the crowd?
Yeah. You know who said that to me once? Bill Maher. I opened for him.
And he asked you how the crowd was?
And he opened the door. He goes, who are you? I go, I was your opening act. He goes, how's the crowd? I go, they suck. Have a
Well,
good
you
time.
weren't him.
Did they suck?
They were like
You weren't
100
him?
years old. They were okay.
Oh, you were in the way.
But I was in the way.
Who was the hardest act you ever opened for?
Wait a minute. John
three of
DeCrosta
you.
says you're Korean.
Half.
You actually look
I love it.
Korean.
I love.
Are
Well, it's
you
because I'm fat.
Korean?
I love.
You do have
DeCrosta.
Asian eyes.
I do. I do, and I've heard that many times.
Interesting.
You don't look Korean to me.
No,
Are they
I
or
know.
do they fuck
She's
minds?
old. Her eyes are shut.
My ears are itchy.
Ears are, I'm
that
sorry,
means
I
somebody's
interrupted
talking
you. No,
about
go ahead.
me.
Go ahead. What
I
were you
don't
going to
remember.
say?
I was asking the three of you who was the hardest act you ever opened for. Who had those fans that were like, "Ooh, they don't want me."
I
here.
went on here before, after Eddie Murphy. That was the hardest thing I ever did.
After.
Oh, but before, who's the guy? I can't think of anybody's name because I'm really senile. Who's the country singer I went on before him?
Kenny Rogers.
No, the guy, the devil down in blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, Charlie Daniels Band. Okay, so I get to the Charlie Daniels Band.
The devil, la la la. That's
Devil.
not
And I-
even
and I knew
anywhere
it.
near the song.
I knew it though.
That's
Did
all
I
right,
not
but you
know
knew it.
I know.
That's
it.
what
I
she
know her
knows.
thoughts.
So I'm wearing a Betsy Johnson dress because I think that's a great idea. So
Oh.
it's lavender lace and a little
Nice.
black bodice, and I got all dressed up, and I get there, and everybody's in a shit kicker outfit, and they got boots,
Smoking
and
pot all over
that's
the
right,
place.
and they're drinking and they're throwing bottles like I'm not even
Great.
kidding.
At you.
Great.
So the guy goes to me, "You got any dirty jokes?" I go, "Oh," he goes, do you do dirty jokes?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, am I not supposed to do dirty?" Because I didn't have a clean set. He goes, "You better do every dirty joke you know. Now get out there, or they're gonna start throwing bottles
Wow.
at you." And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And I go out there, and the sound would come back and reverberate because there was no monitor, so I couldn't hear what I was saying, and I was getting all fucking thrown, and they just kept chanting, "Charlie Daniels, Charlie," and I'm like,
Wow.
my vagina. And then I go, and then I didn't know what to do because they weren't fucking listening. I go, "Listen, Charlie Daniels," that's when I just like, "Oh, Charlie Daniels is not here yet. And they just sent me out here to kill time with you people till he shows up. They're waiting for him. They just got a call from him. So I got to kill time with you guys for 25 minutes. All of a sudden, they all fucking stopped. They all got quiet. They listened. Nobody really laughed,
Right,
but
right.
nobody
all
threw
right.
shit
That's
at me.
smart. That was good.
And then I ran off the stage. So that was the
Wow.
hardest person I opened for. Who'd you ever open for?
Who's the
Otto
hardest?
and George.
Oh,
No
Sure.
doubt. We were
Sure.
at some, what's that bar where your restaurant used to be on the corner? There's a brick
Arthur's?
house, some brewery
Oh,
over there. And
brewery.
I don't know. What,
By your
Where,
house?
Jericho
East Meadow?
Turnpike.
Oh,
and East
Jericho.
Meadow, I
Oh,
don't know.
ba-
Something-
Westbury Music Fair.
No, it was some brewery. Fucking on Jericho Turnpike.
All right, I don't
Carnegie
know.
Hall?
If you don't know, how would I know?
So it's Otto. And, all right, go
Did he,
up.
and he actually showed up?
He showed up.
Okay.
Stoned.
So they're all drinking, you know. It's,
Yeah, oh,
it's
yeah.
one of those
Those are his fans.
drinking
yeah, yeah.
parties or something.
Mm.
I said to the guy, "Bring me up big. You know, he's going to be on Letterman Friday, and he's going to practice his 5-minute set. Get out 2 seconds. Where's the fucking puppet? We want Otto, 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 Otto.
Wow, that's a nightmare.
2 seconds,
Yeah.
one joke. Good night,
Wow.
yeah, Otto.
Wow.
Enjoy
Did
it.
they get you off the stage, or you just decided
Nah, I
to
did
leave?
it myself.
bailed, yeah.
I bailed.
Well, I was told I opened for John Valby.
Oh
You
my
guys-
God,
John,
Dr.
Dr.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah, Dr. Dirty.
Okay, he
Remember
comes
him?
up and he does fucking viciously disgusting songs that the whole crowd knows.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they go, they're going to curse at you. They're going to say, fuck you. They're going to yell at you.
Yeah.
I went up and they didn't say peep.
Really?
Then I did the second show and they didn't say peep. And at the end of the
Really?
fucking night, he goes, in the 30 years that I'm doing this, I've never seen anybody,
Really?
I never seen any one of my opening acts never get yelled at, fuck you.
Carrie, that's
Wow.
excellent.
Great.
Yeah,
awesome.
that was weird though. They would just,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. One guy said something to me, and I was like, "You drinking the Corona?" I go, "I don't remember what." I go, "You know what the lime is for? It's to rub on your asshole after your fucking friend bangs you in the ass, so the
Wow.
fucking burning goes away." Now shut the fuck up.
Does it say that
Wow.
on the bottle?
That's
I've
the
never
wa-
noticed
They
it.
never
I-
put that on the bottle. That's a
They
warning.
should put it on the
Wow.
bottle. That should be.
Wait, who's the person you opened for that was the worst?
The hardest was Soupy Sales.
Oh my
Really?
God, Soupy's there. I know someone
by
who blew him.
far, Soupy was the hardest.
Who blew him?
I can't say who.
Oh, wait
but
a minute, Nancy Redmond.
No, oh my God, don't even say that.
Wow.
Well,
That's
she
a name I
opened
haven't
for him all
heard.
the time.
I don't
Yeah,
know
she
if
did.
she did. I don't know if it was her.
Oh, Soup.
I remember
him.
Soupy Sales. I loved
Yeah,
him.
I loved him.
I sent
opened
him
for him
$5.
6 times. I opened for him 6 times.
And what,
he
did you have to
liked
blow
me.
him too?
No.
Okay.
No.
And how did it go?
But all the times I opened for him, and he liked me open for him. He liked me. The people around him didn't like me because I was old school, and he liked me for that. And the people, his inner circle, didn't want me around them. So
Why?
I don't know. And they didn't know me, I guess. And every time I'd open for him, please welcome a special guest of Soupy Sales, Joe Star, and I'd walk on stage. Immediately, it was a lot of watching the watch.
Yeah,
they
this
want to
is
know
an
how
older
long
cr-
you're in
older
the
crowd.
Yeah,
Because they're
basically
there to
an older
see him,
crowd.
right? Yeah.
But the last time I opened for him, I had never gotten a laugh opening for him. I would do 25 minutes in front of him. I never got a laugh. The last time I saw him, he was so sick. It was at the end. And he was so frail. And he stepped into the back of the room and watched. It was the only time he ever watched my set. So I finish, and whenever I knew he'd come up one way, I would leave the stage the other way, so I wouldn't get in his way. And I'm in the back of the room. He's in the back of the room. The MC's about to bring him up, and he waves me over, so I run across the back of the room. He was so frail, and he put his hand on my face right here, and he goes, Star, that was great. If I had a pie, I'd hit you with it. I saw Soup. That means so much to me. He goes, I know. That's why I said it. And then he walked around me, and he got younger on the way to the stage. It was the last time I saw him.
I bet.
So he was like 80, but he was 60 when he hit the stage.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
so vibrant. And he gave everything for 40 minutes.
that
And
adrenaline.
then but as soon as it was over, it was like watching Superman put the glasses back on and become, the human again.
What'd he die of?
Old age.
He
was
MS
sick.
or something,
He was
right?
sick,
He
yeah.
was sick.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you a great Super Sales story. I'm waiting on 6th Avenue for a cab. I hail a cab, and this bitch comes running up and opens the door, and I go, no. That's my cab. It's my fucking cab. Sorry. This was before Uber.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, I see Soupy Sales,
Oh, with the walker?
whatever, Walker,
Oh, my
however he was
God.
coming.
Wow.
I go, oh, you know what? It's Soupy Sales. You can have my cab.
He was trying to steal your cab. Well, my Soupy Sales stories. Do you remember the song "Hey,
Great
do
story,
the mouse
Carrie.
share"?
Nice story.
That was a very nice
I
story.
gave the cab
was
to
nice.
Soupy.
I think that is a nice.
It's a nice.
Do you remember the song "Do the Mouse Yeah"?
No.
Do you,
Yeah,
you
Do
don't
the
remember
Mouse.
it?
I watched it.
He
Hey,
wasn't on
do the
television
mouse,
when
yeah.
I was
okay.
young.
But anyway,
Yeah, he's
but
right.
so me and my sisters, it was like the happiest day.
You weren't born yet.
We're go-
Me
We're
and
going to
Karavis
the
were-
zoo. We're singing, "Hey, do the mouse yeah." You put your fingers in your ears and you do like you have ears. And we're out the back seat of the fucking station wagon, and we're like, making the ears to the
turn your
people.
face
We're like little kids.
outside.
Yes,
Okay.
the whole thing. And we get into the zoo, and it was like the happiest day of my life. Turned into that was the day that my father got in a fist fight with a Puerto Rican. And the police came, and they were beating the shit out of each other. And my father's trying to get my mother to beat the shit out of his Puerto Rican wife. And then my father's trying to get me to lie to the police and say the Puerto Rican threw the first punch because the Puerto Rican was cursing my father in Spanish. And my father knew Spanish because he was married to a Puerto Rican woman before me. And I have a half brother. Well, I had a
You
half
know
brother
what?
who died. But anyway, so
What?
and then.
Wait, what?
And then we.
What? You're like an onion, man. This fucking girl.
And then we're
I
like,
wanna
where
cry.
did Daddy go? And my mother goes, the police took him. We go, is he in jail? And my mother's like, let's just go look at the polar bears. And we're like, ugh. But anyway, it all started with Soupy Sales, yeah, let's do the mouse yeah. But anyway, that reminded me.
What a way
It
to get
triggered
there.
a story.
Wait a
That
minute,
was
wait a minute.
circuitous,
No,
man.
Soupy Sales has to be in the story.
In the story.
In the cab, opening up. You can't make a story. Oh, never
The
mind.
song,
Patty.
though. Yes.
Now it's the song.
Right.
Now you're telling me
Yes.
your father was married
Why
and
don't you
had
do a
kids with a
Beatles
Puerto Rican
song?
woman.
My father married a woman when he was stationed in Puerto Rico, a beautiful woman. He always told me she looked like the woman from the
can
Oil
never-
of Olay
she can never
commercials.
remember
I
anything.
can't think of any words because I'm fucking senile. I've had
Go.
too many. What are those things? X-rays on
Concussions?
my brain.
MRIs.
MRIs on my brain from all the fucking car accidents. So everything's been fried. But he was married to her. He had a son, my brother Terry. It's very sad. I'll start crying. But anyway, he died of, anal cancer, and that's not colon
What the
cancer.
hell?
Okay, anal
Oh.
cancer sounds like.
It's colon cancer. I said
Right.
the wrong thing.
Well,
Colon
when
cancer.
was this?
When I was
Yeah,
in my
keep
20s.
giving
Remember
Patty.
him?
She
Do you
just said
remember
she's
him?
I
going to cry.
barely knew him. I barely knew
Barely
him.
knew him.
I met him
Wow.
a
Was
few
he
times.
good-looking?
So handsome.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
sure.
my God, he looked like my father. And my father never told us about him till I was 12. I didn't know I had a brother till I was 12.
Well, that's something you keep a secret.
And then my mother didn't really want him around, so he would try and be part of the family. And my mother,
that's
it was
wrong.
It was all horrible. And then he dies of cancer. And
See,
then,
this is the thing. You got to get a colonoscopy when you're 50. Now they're saying 45. So if you get something in your ass, they could get it out quick if they find it.
that's
if
true.
you don't get a colonoscopy because you're afraid for someone to go up your ass, then you're an asshole.
Here's the problem. Back then,
Ironic.
now you
No,
can.
now it's easy.
Now
No
now
pun
you can have
intended.
colon cancer and
they
you
got-
can live.
they got drive-up
But 30
colonoscopies.
years ago, if you had colon cancer, you were dead
show
within in
often.
6 months. You know what I mean? So get
Right.
you're right.
They
Okay.
even have newer tests that you just.
Oh, you don't need to stick your finger.
Shit in a cup.
No, you shit in a stick and you send it in, and they could tell you if you're like pre.
How do you shit in a stick?
They send you
like
a
the
kit.
thing that you stick
with
up
a-
the elephant's
somebody to
ass?
spot
That's right.
You need a
the
spotter.
broom.
Broom.
Just put the
It's
broom.
a
You
callback
get the
to
guy
the
from the
Yeah,
joke.
but I
circus.
don't.
Guy from the
Yeah, but I
circus.
don't trust that test.
Well,
Go and get a
that's-
colonoscopy because they see the polyps, they take them right out.
That's true.
Well,
I had one.
I have a question. Oh wait,
Have
you're
you
gonna
had one,
see-
Joe?
Now there's a Joe. 7 minutes to be a bottle. Wait, hold on
What?
a minute. Joe, what's his name? DeCosta? I can't see.
John
DeCrosta.
DeCrosta. John
I
DeCrosta.
opened
You
for
know-
Foghat. He said with puppets.
Wow.
With puppets in a true story. That
I got
you
a
must
hard
have
opening
gotten,
story.
You must have gotten your ass kicked.
You remember Max Alexander, of course, my buddy.
Yes.
My
Yes.
best friend.
Max.
Maxie opened for ZZ Top once. Right, talk about a bad booking.
How did that go?
And Max told me the story. He goes, I get hired because the guy who was booking him for all the other shows, like with Tom Jones and everything, said, look, the opener that I booked for the ZZ Top thing fell out. He can't make it. So do you want to do it? It's a lot of money, and it's in the city you'll be in anyway. So Max goes, in the contract, I want if anybody throws anything at me, I get paid anyway, and I can get off the stage.
Really?
And they go, all right, because Max was very careful in his contract. So he got that put in. He shows up, and he knows it's going to be bad. It's outside. It's like a farm thing, and you know.
Outside is bad.
So he, please welcome a special guest, comedian Max Alexander. He walks to the stage, goes, good evening, and a bottle goes right past his head. And he
Good night.
goes, thank you.
Wow.
Well, here's the thing.
And walked up and got paid.
Now you can't have bottles.
He knew it.
Yeah,
No
he
more
knew it.
bottles.
you could have his easy top
Well,
thing
look,
outside.
Look, he says that 7 minutes into his set, a beer bottle came whipping through the air at me, hits the puppet in the jaw. The jaw fell to the ground. And then he said, gang, I don't know what that, I can't
Good night.
say. Yeah,
night.
good
Well,
night,
good,
gang.
as if he
Good
couldn't
night.
pronounce it because the
Good
jaw's
night.
missing.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
right. I
Yeah.
get. Okay, that's good.
See, I got it. Well,
Good night.
You're not that
And
bright.
walked off the stage.
That's
That's a
great.
good story,
That is a
Joe.
It's a
good
great
one.
John.
Joe, tell the comic performing for the Alzheimer's kid.
Oh,
Why does he
was
know
it
every
Cola?
story? Yeah, he knows
Cola
every
again.
story
He's making
you
me tell a
have.
joke. A guy gets a gig. Comic gets a gig at this home. It's mainly known being for a lot of Alzheimer's patients and
Is
stuff.
this a true story?
And well, you'll find out at the end. So the comic shows up. He goes, "This is gonna be a nightmare gig, but I'll just do it and make the money." And the people that tell him, they love the comedians. They love the comedians. You're gonna have a great time. He goes up, does his opening joke, and it kills. People are hitting the tables. Great. He takes a long pause and he figures, let me test it. He does the same joke again, gets the same reaction, as if they didn't hear it. And they're pounding the tables. Oh, this is great. He keeps telling the same joke over and over slowly. He's got to do 45 minutes. There's one guy at the back of the room. Every couple of minutes, he looks at his watch. And he goes, oh, maybe this one guy is not that sick. The show's over, and the guy with the watch comes up to him and goes, hey, Mr. Comedian, I got to ask you a question. How do you remember all that material?
That's a great joke.
As a comic, it's a great joke,
great
but
joke.
civilians,
They don't know it.
they don't get
don't
the...
get it.
Yeah, they don't understand it. They got to be a
Right.
comic, you know?
So, Joe, wait, let's talk to Steve. You were a beer vendor at the Yankee
Yankee
Stadium
Stadium.
for 30 years.
40.
40 years.
And
no
you are
pension?
now
There was no
Wow.
pension?
Disability.
There was no
yeah.
pension for that job.
I,
All right,
um,
Patty.
What disability? He's on disability.
Don't say that on the
He
radio.
hurt himself.
On
I
the
don't
radio,
say-
she said that.
Oh, I don't say that.
Don't
Say
say
that.
that.
No,
Fuck.
he's
Hey,
not
hey,
on
That's like
disability.
saying you got tips.
It's a podcast.
Don't say
Let
that.
How
me
old
ask
are
you
you?
a question.
It's not the radio. It's a
right.
podcast.
Sorry.
Well, let me ask
Oh,
you a
I
question.
didn't know.
40 years, there was no pension with that job.
No, I got every game I worked in the beginning. I got $1 a game, then $2 a game, and
What?
$4 a game. The union worked out.
Eventually, they'll let him
you
pitch.
Instead
get-
of a pension.
But you get tips.
Yes,
You live
we
on
got-
the tips.
No, we got tips when we worked, and then when I left, they added it all. You worked 2,000 for. It was like
Oh, wow.
400 games at $1, 200 games at $2, and
Okay, let me ask you a
and
question.
Wow.
they gave me a lump sum.
Did you ever, the tips, right? Did you, no, with the tips. No, you fucked me all up. Did you only do beer or did you do hot
No,
dogs too?
everything. I did everything.
Hot dogs?
Hot
Get
dog
your wiener
here,
here. Get your
everything.
wiener.
You start with the shit, the cotton candy and the ice cream, and then you do
You want the beer, though.
soda.
You want
and-
the beer, though.
Of course.
That's
you're
the
working on
expensive one.
commission.
Yeah, sure.
So you're getting commission and tips, and you
So the more
work all game.
Right, the seniority gets the beer.
The seniority. So after
So
like
you had to wait for
15
40 years to get the
No,
beer?
after like 15 years, I started
15
selling
years?
beer.
I'm not quitting till I get the beer.
Beer here. I'm leaving now.
And now,
I made it.
But here's the thing: he's worked there for 40 years, so he has seen and met tons of famous people.
Who?
The
Yeah.
Pope. The Pope. He
You
wrote a
met
book.
The Pope. I wrote a book.
Oh yeah, about the
I'm gonna
Pope.
tell you my Pope story.
Go ahead. What's your Pope story?
The Pope and Me at Yankee Stadium by Steve. The Life of a Beer Man. At
Okay,
Yankee
that's not a
Stadium.
real picture.
Sure,
is
you'll
it?
like this.
Yes, it is.
I'm listening.
1979. So the Pope is there, and this is when security was, lackadaisical. So he's walking around.
With
No.
no
No.
bulletproof anything.
No bulletproof, nothing. 1 or 2, 3 guys.
That
with
didn't
him.
start till
Yes,
after
yeah,
he was
that's
shot.
You're right.
Right.
The bulletproof thing didn't start till later.
Right.
Till after he was shot,
So
After he was dead.
which was being late to the party.
So I meet the Pope. Whatever. He comes up to me. He touches me. He goes,
Does he
my
bless
s-
you?
"Yeah, my
But
son."
did you tell him, sir, I'm a Jew?
Let him
No.
tell you the
I'll
story.
tell you the story.
Let him tell you the story.
Yes.
Well, he's wasting the prayer on a Jew. All right, go.
So he says, "My son."
What does he call you, your son?
He says, "My son,
Yeah.
you will walk again." And I'm like, so now the ceremony's over, and I get to the parking garage, and my car was stolen.
We
Anyway.
sat here for that.
But
oh my
So
God!
we
anyway.
fucking sat here straight-faced
Wasn't
and
that
waited
Listen
for
to
That
that.
is
I
a
listened
fake
to the
picture.
elephant
Son-
story.
Well, it wasn't my Cole asked
This is
for
my
it.
Pope joke.
That's a great
Okay,
joke.
so who did you actually
It's a good
really
joke,
meet?
right?
Good joke.
no, he met the Pope.
He
No,
met
he
the Pope.
didn't. That's a fake
Yes, he
picture.
did.
Not
He
really.
kind of met him.
No, he didn't meet him.
It's in the
It's
same
photo.
Who
city
did you
at the same
actually meet? Did you ever meet Jack Nicholson?
So wait, that's not your
No,
hand?
I met all of them. I met Billy Crystal, Jack Nicholson.
Who was the bigger tipper?
Mike Francesa.
I don't know.
Oh, he's
really?
from the Gucci
20
guys.
bucks.
20
What?
bucks for one
20
beer?
bucks. 2 tips.
Wait, for what?
20
What
bucks.
show is he from?
Mike and the Mad Dog.
WFAN, Mike and the Mad
Mike
Dog.
and the Mad
now
Dog. He
he's
does
back
sports.
I've never heard him.
Oh, they're
I've
the
never heard of
best
him.
sports. Even I don't even like sports, but those two are
on.
good.
You know him, right?
Yeah.
20 bucks. He was
Wow.
with the Mike and Chris Russo. 2 beers. I think they were $12 each.
I love that they tip big.
$11 each. 20 bucks.
And now your neck's all fucked up from it, and you
My
had
neck's
the
all
same
fucked up
surgery
as
I
you.
had.
Hold
Yes.
on. Why was your neck fucked up from it? You weren't
Carrying
Yeah, I don't.
Carrying.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I didn't wear
Hanging
the neck
from your
brace,
neck.
but I carried,
Oh.
and then my fingers and still numb. My fingers are numb.
He's got
and I
them.
had surgery. Like we had the
Three.
same surgery.
We had the same one. 3 levels of 4. You got.
4.
Did
I got
someone try
4
to
and you
kill
got
the
4.
both of you and you're just pointing it
Yeah.
off as a fucking.
Yeah,
What happened
and
to
you're-
your?
Still in
She-
pain,
yes.
chronic pain.
You're in
me
pain, too.
Me too.
How
chronic
did you
pain.
end up needing it, Patty?
Pot, marijuana. I just started,
How
and I
heavy
will
was
tell
the joint?
yes, and I will tell you a good person to get it from,
Getting nothing.
and you will sleep, and then you will be fine
Now,
in the
so
morning.
this
Doesn't
is-
not like
hear when she's on a roll.
This is
not like painkillers. Painkillers are going to fuck you up the
no,
whole
I'm
next
off.
day.
I'm done with the
You
painkillers.
just a little weed, 2 hits, boom.
Does
good
Mitchell
night.
Walters
yes.
know that?
Yes.
Wow.
But it's the
Oh, I
right
can-
kind of weed. It's got to be weed that puts you to sleep,
Oh,
not
is it-
crazy
I have a
weed.
specific name, like
I don't know. I'm seeing the girl again.
Skunk weed.
At the end of the Indica. Oh yeah.
Oh,
you were
look
gonna,
at Adam.
Wow.
What happened? I
You
should have
little
told
drug
you.
addict.
Adam woke up.
But can
Adam
I
woke
ask
up.
for it over the phone, or then are you going to get in trouble, like from the
Yes.
police?
Heroin, Adam.
Yeah, because so many people are listening.
Indica. Indica.
We have 8 people listening, and I don't think Joey Cola is going to turn us in.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just saying that because, and I'll tell you something else. Even though I haven't smoked the pot since the 3 times or 4 times that I did it, I don't even have to because you know what it does? When you're in chronic pain, you're thinking, oh, my God, the pain's never going to go away. It's never going to go away, never going to go away. But once you smoke pot and then you know that you can get it again, you go, okay, I may be in pain right now.
Psychologically.
But I can relax because I know I can get my
coming.
hands on it again and it will go away. And then that takes the
great.
anyway.
Did you ever try gabapentin? You heard
I
of
take
that?
gabapentin because I have
Do
nerve
ya?
pain down my left
See-
arm, just like
see?
you.
Yeah.
And
but
my
I don't-
hands
is
go
it-
numb and everything.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys.
200
No, no, it's all right.
milligrams.
Sorry.
200 milligrams.
You ever drink milk and it's
I
a
was
little
taking.
sour? That bother you?
They gave me
It
600,
bothers me.
600 milligrams.
Too much.
3 times a day.
Oh, no.
Short glass.
I just take
can't
them at
drink a
night.
tall glass
Oh,
of
okay.
milk.
We'll talk after.
talk
We'll
after.
talk
Acid
after.
reflux and everything.
Now back to our
I don't
show.
like
Back
too
to the
much-
show.
Sorry.
Hey, you know what we could
Can't
talk
have a
about?
lot of cream cheese at once.
Did you guys see Lisa Lampanelli lose her mind on a crowd? Have you ever? What'd you think of it? A and B. Have you ever lost your mind on a crowd? Carrie,
I have never lost my mind in a
I
crowd.
have.
never. You never lost your temper.
No, like
No.
the Michael Richards.
Who's? Oh no,
Right,
not.
I have-
But
He
yeah,
lost his
I
mind.
had
What?
a bad one.
But she really lost her mind in the crowd. She lost herself in that whole thing.
it's so sad.
She really, like, the crowd liked her. They were
I know.
like, we love you. She's like, I don't need any one of you to help me. I mean, calm the fuck down. If this business,
Well, you don't know the
you're
rest of
telling
this
fucking
story.
jokes. If this business is getting to you, get the fuck out of the business.
Yeah, maybe she didn't get enough sleep.
Or maybe
The
she
thing
didn't
is-
get enough people to buy tickets.
You know what else? You can't yell at the sound guy. Your sound guys and your
Lighting.
guys and you.
Where did that come from?
Because they shut the lights on her.
Because Adam's.
They wanted her to get off, I guess.
He says you yell at him all the time, Gary.
Yeah.
He doesn't take it
There's a
personally.
difference between yelling and then really fucking losing it and yelling.
Yeah, she can't. You can't do that with people who you work with.
I had a
That's
bad one.
Carrie
Who'd
just
you-
says,
I
We
was-
lost it?
Go.
I did.
Go,
Where?
Adam.
I was working for Eric Haft. It was a
We're talking about real
Kings-
gigs.
Yeah,
All right.
no. It was stop. Kings Point Fire Department,
okay.
and
Again,
they were
we're talking about real-
bad. It was 5 women and like 150 guys,
Okay.
and then they were initiating guys and preemies. What do they call them?
Preemies?
It was a name that they called them.
Really small fire hats.
No, and they were initiating. They were making them wear like a bridal hat, and they were initiating them.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
When you
okay.
call that
Whatever
like
they-
when you go into a,
Yeah,
you know,
all right,
Hazing,
so-
yeah.
So
Hazing.
Peter Bales is up,
Okay.
And then Peter bails.
and then he's moving on.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a fireman, idiot. And
Oh,
then
boy.
he's asking them, but he's blowing through it.
Okay.
So I'm like, I can't believe. Look, they talk. What am I going to do? They're all talking. You can hear it in the back. I'm like, this is crazy. What am I going to do?
Right.
So okay, I go up, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm trying to ignore it. I'm talking. They're talking. They're talking. So I finished up. I had to say something, and I went, "Just thank you." And I go, "You guys, the worst fucking crowd I've ever been in front of." Honestly, I go, "We're here to perform for you. You don't shut the fuck up." I go, "This is bullshit. What are you doing?
Right.
How unfair is this? You talk through Peters." I said, "You know
and now
what?"
you're whining like a bitch.
And I said, "You know what? I hope you give the last guy." It was Paul Bond. I said,
Yeah.
"Give him some respect."
Well, he
you didn't
probably
give
drowned
us
it in
any
that-
respect. Please,
Right.
at least talk through me. Let it give him some respect.
Well, listen.
He's got a
now,
guitar.
now I walk off.
He's got a
Now
guitar.
they started to walk around me. One fireman, 2 firemen.
they want to
They're
be
surrounding
Around
me.
you?
Okay.
Who's this fucking guy to come into our house?
Oh.
And now I'm like,
Oh, it became one of
now
those
they
things.
escort me out. Now
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
one by one, they walked up to me, and I'm like,
Wow, jeez.
what's going on? And they
Did
they,
you say I'm Jewish? I don't fight.
So
I know the Pope.
they, they walked,
Fuck around. I
you
know
want
the
to buy
Pope.
my book?
You want,
on the way out, I went, "You want a book?"
you want to know who I am?
So
Buy the book.
I
Did you get
no, they had it. They escorted me out.
Oh.
They escorted me out.
The security escorted
Jeez.
you out?
One guy said
They had to. They
took
hated
me-
his act.
They hated me. I had to leave the building.
All right. What about you?
How dare you come in here and tell us,
Never
that
had a
we're
good set.
rude? This is our house. Whatever.
I know. It's like you
But I,
almost
lo-
got to just eat it.
I lost it.
I've-
I lost it.
I've,
I did.
barreled through them
Well,
talking.
I did.
Sometimes I'll go, shut up.
Yeah.
One time I had a guy try to fucking come at me, and I picked up the mic
At
stand to
Konkoma?
hit him at Shooting Stars in Yonkers.
Oh. I
Never
remember
see-
at
there was
Konkoma.
never. Oh, remember when I jumped?
Oh, no,
on stage?
Gallo got.
Yeah,
They
I
ran-
jumped
they
on stage.
Yeah, they stormed the stage at Gallo, and she threw herself on top of someone.
You never lost. You never lost it.
Me, no.
Never. Carrie.
You've never lost a Joe Star.
I've never
I don't
walked.
care
off,
enough.
I've never walked off the stage. I've seen women just
I've-
throw the
well,
mic down and fucking walk off.
I
I've
walked
never-
Let me rephrase that.
Okay, go ahead.
I've never lost it. I did once tell an audience that they were horrible, and very calmly.
Did you say go fuck yourself?
No,
or
no, no,
anything?
no. The host went up, nothing. The middle went up, nothing. I remember the club too. It was in the
What's the
Midwest,
club?
and I'm up about 15 minutes, and I'm not getting anything. And I just stopped, and I said, "All right." It was the first show of the week, so it was a Wednesday, and I said, "All right, listen. Apparently, none of you want to be here, so we're all wasting our time. So if you all leave right now, I will give you all your ticket money back
Oh, my
out of my own pocket.
Oh, my
because
God.
this is an insult to stand up."
And what they do?
A long pause, and a guy in the back goes, "He's right," and a guy up front goes, "We're sorry."
Wow.
And then I kept going,
That's
and
the
I won
way
him over.
to do it. That's so
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I-
That was
I-
That
great.
would have been a lot of money, Joe.
That was,
That's so-
no, it was a Wednesday night. There was
But they
like
were,
I did-
but
50,
Joe,
60 people.
but they were listening at least.
They were
See,
listening,
I
but they were
couldn't say a
exhausted.
word. It's
Right.
You know, but in the Midwest, they could have been on Quaaludes
Yeah,
and in
no.
a Quaalude
I just explained it the way it was.
or a
It was a waste of
K-hole.
time at that point.
And they were frozen.
Yeah.
I did walk off the stage, and I threw the mic down, and I said, "Fuck you and fuck your mothers." And
You did that at your. You did that at
That
your
cost-
wedding.
Fuck
No.
your mothers.
my wedding.
Drag the mother.
Right when Eric
And-
stepped on the glass, she said that.
And then the security goes, "Come with me fast." And I fucking, because it was all cops, and they were drunk, and they were fucking. Those ones were throwing the golf balls at me. They were being assholes.
I'll give
All
you.
cops.
Now I remember a story.
Go ahead.
Ian Edwards, Franz Cassius.
Oh,
They go to me. There's a great room in Hempstead. You got to do it. I go there. It's an all-black room, and I
Really?
fucking kill.
Okay.
Okay. Then they go. The booker goes, "I want to book you for another room I've got." So we get there, and I get on stage, and they're like, and I'm thinking I'm gonna kill because I
You
just
killed the
killed
last
the
one.
last
the
one.
black
Sure.
room.
And they start fucking heckling me. I'm like,
they all
shut
black
the
again?
fuck up. I go, go fuck yourself, you fucking look. Back and forth, back and forth. And
Right.
Ian Edwards is standing there going,
Really?
so now they have to get me out of there because I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Right.
And they walked you out.
And?
Yeah, I'm doing big lip jokes to the guy. I'm like, your lips are so big.
Oh, that can't go wrong.
Meanwhile, my fucking lips are just as big as his.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And
course.
So anyway, whatever. They go, get the fuck off the stage, fucking white bitch or whatever. And I'm like,
You're the
and
only
then-
white person in the room.
the only white person in the room.
You're
On the
your
block.
Your mother's so. He's doing big lip jokes.
Your mama.
Your mama.
Your mama's so big.
mama's so
she
fat.
sits around the house. She sits around the house. No, so yeah,
She
so
sits
I
on the
got.
curb.
I had
sits
to
on the
get.
curb.
I had to get surrounded and taken out because these bitches, these people were going to kill me.
Okay, Chelsea Saunders, my daughter's black friend, is listening to your story about
Wow.
black people. Chelsea.
Well,
Well,
was
the
about that
black
gig. It
crowds.
wasn't about
I'm
black
going to say
people. It
this:
was about
black
that gig.
crowds are either the best fucking crowds, the best.
Every city I've done with a major black crowd has been better than
They're, like,
the
so
average
fun.
crowd.
I
They-
did. What's
it's
that
just
college?
into it.
That college.
That college. Just narrow it down.
College.
There's only 15,000 colleges
like
in
we
the United
know,
States.
like we fucking
The one
know.
with the buildings.
You
know,
the one.
the
Gary,
college.
It's got windows.
Gary,
The big
what's
one.
the black college that we did?
Which one did you do?
I didn't. Malloy.
Did you do?
Hofstra?
No, it's in.
It's not Malloy.
No. They fucking
We did a
go
black
crazy.
college?
Maybe not together, but I know you've done it. In New York.
I can't.
They would
Because
be
they said last comic was Carrie when she got there.
But they would go, if they liked your joke, they had there was like garbage cans that were made out of metal, and they would have, I don't know what they
Bang,
had,
bang, bang,
drumsticks,
bang,
and they
bang,
go,
bang,
"Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da," like they'd give you like sound
Yeah,
effects
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit if
yeah.
they were into you. It was so
Okay,
fun.
maybe it was
Anyway.
Bronx University. But I do have to say they are when they are when you're
Oh,
in an
yeah.
all room, they are the best crowds ever. Or
One
you
of the
get
best
don't like
Showtime
you.
at the
Yeah.
Apollo, they're
One of
throwing
the-
shit at
One
you.
of the best shows I ever had was Cleveland, the Cleveland Improv. Saturday first show. It was amazing. It was one of those, you could feel it. Like you're watching everybody else kill the MC them, and you're like, oh,
And you can't wait to
man.
get up.
But it's like static. You can
Yeah.
feel like, oh, I can't wait to get up there. Then you get up, and once you get that first joke out,
And
it's
they
like
love
being
you.
in a hot tub. You're like, oh, this is going to be easy. And it was one of the greatest nights I ever had. It was,
You know, it's funny, like Showtime at the Apollo now with Steve Harvey,
Hmm.
nobody gets booed off the stage anymore. Like everybody, it's like a feel good.
No, they get booed off the stage.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
I see
Yes,
like a lot
they
of people
do.
who should be booed off
This
the
one
stage, not
guy-
get booed off the
I
stage.
saw this one guy. He was on and he was singing. He goes, "What are you going to do?" I'm going to sing. And then his gold tooth fell out, and Steve Harvey was making fun of him. He's like, "Oh, my tooth!" And he started singing, and everybody booed him. And then his mama was up there. He goes, "Look at the mama up there, going, don't you boo my," and whatever. Steve Harvey's very funny.
He's really funny.
But,
and he's
yeah.
funny off the cuff.
They boo. They boo. They have no. They don't
Yeah,
care.
no, if you're not
they
funny,
don't care what color you are. They boo.
they don't like it. Yes. What was I going to say?
you said you had questions. You
Oh, I
went
have
all the
questions.
way to the car.
Wait, you want
Wait,
another
hold on.
question?
You went all the way to the car before.
Joey wants you to do the shoe joke.
The shoe joke.
No,
This
he
guy
doesn't.
walks into oh.
Wait a minute. Michelle Durante says,
Michelle.
"Go Star."
I love that kid.
Okay, let's go. There are
Okay.
no real questions.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, Robert De Niro. What do you think about fuck Trump instead of down with Trump? Fuck Trump. What do we think? Did you watch the Tonys? You guys are straight, so I don't know if you did watch the Tonys.
I'm an actor. I watched.
You did?
Of course.
I didn't.
Okay.
But I think what I think something's interesting in that what's his hair, Trump, attacked, Meryl Streep immediately,
Yes.
Not a word about Bob.
Yeah, why? I think because he's
No,
he's in.
because he's a guy. That's
Oh, you think
exactly
that's why he got away with it?
That's precisely why.
I don't think so. I don't
I
think
think
Maybe
so.
because he's in Korea.
Trump
Meryl Streep
doesn't give a shit about
no,
anything.
Meryl
He
Streep
says
is not
whatever he wants.
overrated. He said "fuck Trump" twice.
Yeah, but what do you think about that?
Do you think it's okay? Do you think that
Absolutely.
you think it's okay?
No, see, I don't think
Sure.
it's okay. I think it's poor taste.
Why?
You're at a celebration. People are they're happy. They're getting their. You're bringing a fucking negative. I don't care if you like Trump. You don't like Trump. I
Don't make a
But the
political
negative,
statement
There's
there.
no-
the negative
That's not
You
triggered.
want to
Arena.
say something about Trump?
The
Say it on
negative-
your own fucking
Right.
The
time.
negative triggered a Full House standing ovation
Yeah, but you know what?
at
To
Radio
me,
City Music Hall. It just happens to be the largest theater in this country.
I don't think everybody
So-
stood. Not everybody
No,
stood.
there's like
there
12
were some
people.
Yeah,
12 people
there
didn't
were a
out of
couple that
3,000.
sat, I saw.
So I'm
No,
just saying.
here's what I think. Well, the liberals are not. They're not for Trump. They hate him so much. I mean, I don't like a
apolitical.
lot of the presidents.
I'm apolitical. I'm not political in the least
You're
about
not?
anything. No.
Did
The
you
guy-
vote?
Of course.
Okay, so
But the
you're a
man's
little political.
Well, I'm American, so I voted.
Here's the thing.
But the man is an idiot.
I'm not.
Yeah.
He's just he's a
beyond.
moron.
Trump or the other one.
No, what's his hair? He's a moron.
Trump is it's
He's-
ridiculous.
Okay.
He's just not
Well,
bright.
Okay. Well, obviously he's bright enough to be fucking president.
No,
that's
he's not.
Listen to me.
That's not
I
'cause
think he
he's
got the
bright.
job he didn't want.
Listen, he
He
got the
won-
job.
he
didn't
wanted to
wa-
prove
Listen, he
that
got.
he
I
could
could
run.
run.
Right.
Oh, I
right,
won?
right.
Hold on. He won because the Democrats handed them the fucking
Yes,
election.
Well,
yes.
it was
The
Hillary,
Democrats,
that's
lo-
why.
absolutely.
They
The Democrats
lost it. He didn't
lost
win it.
the election.
All right.
Right.
And I
But
believe
here's
the
the thing.
Russians had a little something to do with it also.
I don't believe that shit.
I
Anyway, here's the thing. What I think. I'm not for the government. I mean, I'm not for politics. I could give a fuck less who's there because they're not going to work for us anyway. They're going to rob and steal and do whatever they do. They've been doing for years.
Right.
So that's the way it's going to be. We're always going to be the slaves.
Yes.
Wake up, America!
No, that's-
I disagree. I think that we've had some presidents
Oh
that
my
did
God.
work for
Patty,
us.
Who? Who worked
Abe
for
Lincoln.
us?
What
Roosevelt.
about
Who worked for you?
What
Roosevelt.
about the
Lincoln.
WPA?
Right.
What about when they got jobs for poor
Yeah.
people back in Roosevelt?
That's it.
Okay.
Right.
Roosevelt.
You got to go back 100 fucking years.
I don't. I
But
also
there has been
Obama.
good one.
One guy.
Obama
Shut the
got-
fuck up with Obama.
No, I'm
Shut
just
the
gonna,
fuck
I'm
up
gonna
with
say
Obama.
one thing about Obama. Obama got us, but I can't think of words because
Okay.
I've seen that.
Anyway, let me finish what I'm saying. My point is, this was an affair.
Previous conditions.
Okay, shut up.
Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
You can't
Obama,
say
right?
shut up.
We
to
had
me.
Obamacare.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you have Obamacare?
I don't remember.
Wait,
You
hold
shut
on
the
a
fuck
second.
I
up.
had Obamacare.
Now I'm sweating. Now I'm sweating.
Okay, she gets upset when I talk
Again,
about Obama
I'm not
she
because
knows
I don't.
like-
I don't believe any of these people work for us. It's the elite
Okay.
against us. Okay.
So?
Now, but my point is, Robert De Niro is an
Yes.
actor. Okay.
Yes.
I don't think he picked the right time to say that. I just thought it was tasteless and
Oh.
immature,
Okay.
and he stooped to his level, and he made him. He's ruining his legacy. Everyone's going to know him as he goes down when he
Well,
dies as a guy who had a
look.
big mouth. I think you know how Dustin Hoffman couldn't get out of the
Yeah.
Rain Man character.
yes.
I think De Niro can't get out of Goodfellas
Okay.
character. I
Okay.
think he's stuck in that gangster.
Okay.
Hey, fuck you! Like it was.
I don't know whether it's right. Like, I just feel like with this presidency, shit has hit the fan everywhere. Like, people are just saying everything. People are calling their daughter a cunt. They're like, people are
Yeah, it's
so
wrong. It's
angry
Well,
at what's
I've
going
never
on.
met her, but no, I've never met
I'm
her.
I've
just
never met her
saying-
either. She's not. I don't think she's a cunt.
Well, I don't know.
But don't, like in private, sometimes you'd see her.
People
and you
have
go,
said it about you.
A
Well,
lot.
no, that's what I mean.
A lot.
But if you
and
know
I'm
you,
not a cunt.
You know
you're
it's
not
true.
in the least.
You know it's true.
No,
You
no,
met
she is
her.
not a cunt. She's the cunt. She's not just some regular side of the road cunt. This is
I
top
love that
shelf
word.
cunt here.
I've never.
Gold
Carrie
Rated
embraces the word.
Gold LeMay
I've never
cunt.
got offended by the word cunt. by
But
the
if
way.
you were,
can't.
if you were
I've
in a
never-
job where they called you a cunt on a regular basis,
no, I could kill us. In England, that cunt is like nothing.
Well, you wouldn't call
But
the
if it
woman
was
a
in
cunt, eh?
America
Oh,
and
she's
you're
a
at
cunt,
a job
cunt.
and they're calling you a cunt, as someone who's had that happen to me, it does
what?
bother
Somebody
you.
called you a
It didn't
cunt? Who was
matter.
it, Patty? Give me
At
their
my
number.
job, I can't even say.
Well, it should offend you.
The
It
cook,
was very offensive, and,
Yeah.
and you
the
can't.
cook from Gyrolicious called her a cunt. She
He
likes
did?
it. He did.
Which one? There was a
All
lot
of
of
them.
Look what you started.
All of
All
them.
of them. All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All right. Wait, do we have more questions? Did that get too
That was
political,
wonderful.
Adam? Was that too much?
It was a little heavy.
It was a little
Little
heavy.
heavy.
It's not as. It's not like the elephant with the stick up his ass, right?
No.
Cola asked me to tell it. I don't say no to cola.
I love cola.
Hey, let's talk about shitty childhoods. Yes or no? I always
Am
want
I
to know
a fan of
comic
them? What do you
shitty-
mean, yes or no?
Have you had one?
My childhood was wonderful.
Come on.
I can't. I have no.
Why
We
are
were
you
broke.
funny? Why are you funny if you had a wonderful childhood?
Well, I'm not somebody who believes that comics are trying to
Now
fill
I'm
some
having a hot
hole
flash.
that they didn't. Well, that's what you get for being as old
She
as
got all
you
worked
are.
up about politics.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think comics are trying to fill a hole that.
You don't?
No, I don't.
You and
think
Jerry
so.
Seinfeld.
Some.
No, well, it's like any other group at any other job. Some of them had really shitty childhoods.
Right.
That doesn't make you a plumber.
Well,
I
I
mean,
get-
it's you know.
I'll tell you what I think. Why I'm a comic.
Why?
A, I need a lot of attention. And when I was a kid, I did. I mean, I did get attention, but not the right attention. Like,
What does that
my
mean?
parents went to
That's
work.
because you were the-
I was a latchkey
But
kid.
you were the ugly sister, weren't you?
I was the ugly sister.
Yeah.
Don't say that. She
She
was.
was.
Never
Have
the
you seen
ugly
her sister?
Have you
Have
seen
you
my
seen her
sister?
sister?
Her
Your sister's gorgeous, but you're
No,
gorgeous.
no, no. But
Well,
No,
my
her sister's really
Remember
gorgeous.
how gorgeous?
I remember.
What do you say?
No,
Remember,
re-
like it was a long time
No, I
ago.
mean when she was a
I hung
kid,
out with
she
her and
was
her sister once.
white blonde hair. She was big
was
red
gorgeous.
lips.
Beautiful,
Gorgeous. She looked like
beautiful
Natasha Kinski.
Yes.
yeah,
that-
she's
that
beautiful,
model.
your sister.
Yeah,
Or
she was
Tootsie.
the prettier sister.
like
But
Tootsie.
I was more of the tomboy sister. I would beat the shit out of anybody that fucked with her.
Yeah.
You were her protection.
That was
I
your
was.
job.
But here's the thing. I remember being a latchkey kid. I would come home. My mother would hide money around the house, so I would go get Burger King, whatever
Well,
fuck.
it was the 30s.
I was latchkey also. Go ahead.
30s.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So yeah, I guess I needed those times when I needed to be my mother to be there. She wasn't, and I became a comic.
Pre-existing conditions were the words I was trying to think of before.
Great.
By the way,
Obama.
Obama.
my daughter's probably going to be a comic because I'm never there when she fucking needs me.
No.
Well, my daughter is a comic. Does that
Can I
mean
give
I
you
was
my
never
card?
there
Really?
when she needed me?
Yeah, you were out doing
Your
comedy.
Can I
daughter's
give
doing
you the
stand-up?
card for Stand Up
My daughter does
University?
stand-up.
I didn't know that. Where?
I'll give you one card for Stand Up University.
city?
So
Oh
you
yeah,
can.
Stand Up University. We just did a show at the Irish Arts Center on Sunday, and I'm doing another show with her Saturday night at
Oh,
Rockwell's
wow.
this Saturday.
Did
Oh,
she take
Rockwell's,
any
yeah.
class or anything? Or
Zero.
Just from you?
Oh,
Just
she-
all from
No,
you?
nothing
Osmosis.
from me.
Open mics?
Osmosis.
Open mic.
That's
she
hard.
never wanted
See,
me to
now
help
we
her.
can't tell who she got her talent from.
Wow.
Carrie's so
No,
hurtful.
Eric was. Eric was
Eric's
funny.
actually very funny.
He's
Eric
funny.
was funny.
Exactly.
I
That was
worked
my
with-
point.
I worked with him. I worked with Eric once when I was starting out.
He's
It
a
was
good
like
writer.
89
He's a
or
good
90.
writer,
He was a
yeah.
very good writer. Yeah.
He's a
Well,
good
the
writer.
problem about
Great
him being a
penmanship.
performer was that he never could
Crisp.
say that he was gay. And I think if you're going up pretending to be something you're not going to have
Believable.
No.
Well,
Yeah, you're not
believability.
The
gonna be
audience
authentic.
sniffs that. They
yeah,
know
and you're
it.
talking
They know
about
it.
your wife and your girlfriend, and people are thinking, but he seems gay to me. You know what I mean? So I think that's why. But he's starting to do warm up now. So
Oh, really?
for Caroline Ray. So now he says he's gay when he does warm up. I think he's going to be funnier as a comic because
Work for
he's
me.
Well,
saying
it's going to
what
come
he-
out of you better.
Yeah,
Look how look how
No.
mean he changed.
He's not
You
hiding.
know, Kev.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
he was hysterical
Kevin,
before
I know, but
he came
was
out.
hysterical. But then he
When
had
he
to
came
be
out, it
honest.
was better.
Exactly, it was more sincere. It had more depth.
Well,
to it.
look at Mario Cantone, who I
Well, Mario's just
can't stop
a
crying
powerhouse.
watching how
Oh,
funny
yeah.
this
He's so
guy
funny.
is.
He's obscenely funny.
So like crazy funny.
That's way too much
And
talent.
he's and a little guy.
He's a little person.
He looks exactly the same as he did 20 years ago. That's kind of weird,
I
right?
see the reruns of Sex and the City. They're on like all night long.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
For like 7 hours straight, and he's on a lot
What
of
was
them.
the show he was on? With the kids show.
Oh, remember
yeah.
that? Steam Pipe
Pipe
Alley.
Alley. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I was on it once.
he
Did you
got-
guys
Really?
Yes, I think they edited me out for some reason. But I remember taping it, and I don't know
Oh,
that I
wow.
actually made
Yeah,
it
Steam
onto
Pipe
the
Probably
air.
did. He had a lot of sexual innuendos in that show, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I think
but
that's-
I
I'm gonna
remember
say
Steam Pipe
yes.
Alley. It had a little set with a kid's set, and there was like color.
Wow.
Wow, I can't. That was fucking like 40 years ago.
It was a long time ago. It wasn't 40 years ago. It was a long
How
time
long
ago.
ago were you on Stand Up Spotlight? Was that when you?
Comedy Central. That
That was like
on.
the first. I used to watch that. I loved that.
Which host?
It was you and
It was
Jon
before Rosie,
Stewart.
right?
I was 29 to 30 because that's when I got pregnant. So I was on for the year. I got pregnant right away, and
then
then
they fired her.
And then they fired me
That
because I was
sucked. I used
fat.
to love that. That was just when they had the clip. 3 minutes, 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Come out.
Short
commercial,
attention span theater.
The clip. That was, that was great.
And then after
Your
me,
career was starting to skyrocket when you decided to take a break.
I,
and have a
I
kid.
Yes, it
actually
was.
didn't decide to take a break. They forced me to take a break.
You got pregnant.
Well, yeah, but why can't I go back to work after? Why
Right.
can't a girl go back
So
after
what
you're
year-
pregnant?
Not in this. You
What
got to
year
get
was that?
big enough and famous enough, and then you could do those
But here's the
things.
thing: a woman should be able to get pregnant, have her kid, and go back to work without being fired. I should have sued those motherfuckers.
Yeah, you
Not
got to
in this
go
business.
write a letter to your congressman.
It's tough in this business when that happens.
For girls, for boys will have their career. What if their wife, like Jon Stewart, his wife had kids. He fucking went back. There's no problem.
All of
But
them.
with a girl,
Went back. He never even took a break.
but that's what I mean. When you're a man, you don't
Went
take
back.
a break, so you have a
Yeah,
career.
he took a
Women are fucked.
he
Flip
took a
took a break.
15-minute break to get the kid out of her crotch, and then he
No,
went back.
Flip Wilson stopped. When his whole thing when he had his show on television.
Yes, I
he
loved
wanted
his show.
$1 million in the bank. Once he had $1 million in the bank, he quit to
Really?
raise his 2 daughters. Once they were through college, he came back, but then that was when he was diagnosed with cancer, and he only lived for another
I
2
didn't
years
know
about
that.
But he took all that time off. That's why he left the business.
Well, $1 million
he wanted
back
his $1
then.
million, and then he
$1
was
million
quitting.
back
Yeah,
then
it was a lot.
a
It was
lot.
a lot of
It was
money.
like $10 million
It-
now.
It got him through the rest of his his 2. I think he had 2 daughters. Their
Wow.
lives, and then he went back to the business because they were grown.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then he was-
Did
he
he not
became
have a
ill.
wife? Was he raising them
I
himself?
don't know. I don't know if he. I don't know that part.
I
of the
love
story,
Flip Wilson.
but,
Remember what was the girl?
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
Thanks for
Geraldine.
half
I didn't
the
buy
story.
this dress. The devil made me buy
Oh yeah,
this
the
dress.
devil.
He
made me
wasn't
do
the
it.
first drag queen. It
No,
was
no.
Milton Berle.
Well, Milton was the first one to do it on television,
Right.
but female impersonators were. That's an old. That goes way back.
That
That's
goes back to the
Lacage.
Roman times.
That goes. Well, yeah, sure. Well, every actor was a man
But
back
Milton-
in Shakespearean times.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
There were no
Right.
women.
No, Milton he didn't change the voice, did he?
No, he just dressed in drag.
Yeah.
He
But
looked
he did it on
like,
television.
but
He was
that
so
was so.
ugly.
That wasn't drag. That was hilarious. He looked like Ruth Buzzy. They looked like they weren't pretty women.
No.
No, well, Milton was.
It was funny with the big shoes. It
Sure.
was just so funny.
Didn't Sid Caesar do girls to wear a girl outfit too?
I met Sid Caesar.
I don't
You met
think
him?
I've ever.
I
I don't
think
think I ever saw
Is he
Sid in
alive?
drag.
He died.
He
right?
died.
No, Sid died. Sid passed
Recently.
away.
I have
no,
a picture
couple
of
years
him.
ago.
Couple.
Sid passed away a couple years ago. Jerry just died. I knew
Jerry.
Were you a fan of
91.
Jerry's?
Well, I was a friend of his. Yeah, I knew
You're a
Jerry.
friend of his?
Yeah, I knew
Now he
Jerry.
was kind of a miserable, kind of a prick, right?
I was on. This is the greatest. One of the greatest questions I ever heard from a comic. I was working in Atlantic City with Corey Kahaney and Bruce Smirnoff, and we're backstage, and Jerry's name comes up, and because he had just passed away, and Corey said, at like the third night, "I know you idolized Jerry, and I know you looked up to him, but did you like him?"
Yeah.
Such a great question. I had to think about it. I went, I love what he did in the industry, film-wise, in front of the camera and behind the camera. What he did, he saved Paramount. Stuff like that. I love what he did. He invented the video assist and $2.5 billion for MDA. Great. But he could be a really ornery,
Nasty.
cranky, mean.
Nasty, mean guy.
Yes. He could be that guy. The times I was with him, I only saw him mad at one person once, and he only gave him a look. And I'd never seen a look like that in my life. He totally deflated another human being with a look. That you are such a fucking asshole. He gave this guy, like, crushed him.
He looked like my childhood doctor, and that's why I always hated him. 'Cause that guy used to give me shots.
But yeah, no, I knew him, but I knew him because of Max. Him and Max Alexander were
Very close.
really close.
Jerry
really
Lewis.
close.
I met Jerry
Max
Lewis
was like
when I
another
was
son.
very, very little because my father used to work for Wetson's. My father used to be the manager
Really?
for all the Wetson's on Long
Wetson's?
Island.
What's Wetson's?
They were hamburger
hamburger
chains.
place like
I don't think they were where
McDonald's.
you were from. They were only
I
Long
had
Island.
one in the Bronx. I lived
Oh,
in the
you
Bronx.
did? Yeah.
There was
So
one in
yeah,
the
he
Bronx.
Queens, Bronx, whatever. But
This
right,
before
right,
your father had his own place?
Yeah. So he worked for this guy Herb Wetson, and they were doing a race cars. They were giving away little race cars in the Happy Meals or whatever.
Yeah.
They were like the first to start that Happy Meal
Okay.
with the toys.
For the kids.
And Jerry Lewis was like a spokesperson. He
Oh.
came and he did the commercial, and we met him.
It's
whatever.
probably tied into MDA somehow.
Yeah, who cares?
Well, I'm just saying that's probably why he did it.
How long we been up, Adam?
We're at about hour 20.
Oh my
well then-
God!
Wow.
God,
We
time
sh-
flies with you guys.
Great.
We should be wrapping it up, you guys. This was so fun.
It was a lot of
I
fun.
wish it was
I
mutual.
had fun.
I've barely stayed awake through this. And I
Well,
didn't
while
wanna be
Steve was
here.
talking,
And
Steve, tell us where you're going to be this weekend.
where you gonna be?
I'm gonna be.
Well, first tell us about your
Hold
class.
on.
What
What
class
class?
do you
Stand-up
teach?
University.
Stand-up University.
At Governor's.
It's at the brokerage.
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 It's Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights
Nights.
for 8 weeks. or
7
10
weeks.
7 weeks.
5 classes, and then a graduation
much?
show. $295.
That's great because they get you, Peter Bales, and Rich
Rich.
Walker. So you're getting
Oh, that's great.
three
comics.
comics
Great.
views and helping you hone your act. And it's a great class. I
Great.
really got to say that.
And who are the
Thank you.
famous people came out of your class?
Roach.
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 And?
Chris
That's
Monty.
It. That's
Chris
it.
Monty.
Well,
Chris
Monty.
Roach
Famous?
is Chris Roach. Is
Well,
two
Famous.
comics.
We
He's
said
so-
famous.
Well, no,
And
but
then
I meant
a lot of the guys came out. They have careers.
a lot of
Yes.
them. Yeah, like
You don't have to be
Monty.
famous.
Well, you
No.
know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
What's his name?
All right. So where are you
Take
going to
credit
be
for
now?
anybody you want, Steve.
Yeah, where are you going to be?
Take credit. Joey Cola came out of that
Cola
class.
came out.
A lot of people don't know it, but it's true.
Eddie
came
Murphy.
out of that
Eddie Murphy
took
came
your
out of that
class.
class.
You know,
Right.
you
B.
know who else
Arthur.
came out?
B. Arthur.
You know who else? Jerry Lewis.
Jerry
Took our
took the
class.
class.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
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 And was
And
he a
then-
prick?
And
Was
then
he
he
a prick?
died.
He was a
And then
prick.
he died right after. Okay.
That's it.
So
Where am I going to
so
be?
where are you going to be? Okay.
Where
He
you
doesn't
gonna
Yeah,
be?
know.
he's going to look it
Patty-
up.
Ask Joe.
I'll tell
Let's
you where
ask
I'm going
Joe.
to be.
Let's ask
Joe.
Joe.
Joe's next. Our guest.
No.
Joe's more of an acting now.
Yeah.
You
I
do a lot
hardly-
more acting.
I'm doing Westbury Music Fair on Long Island in November with
Me too.
the young lady on
Oh,
my
you
right.
are?
I'm
You
hosting
guys
that
are.
show.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
great.
It's going to be me.
We did it last year together too.
Yeah, but we were on it. I'm hosting
And you
it this year.
fucking
'cause
killed
Richie-
it last
I know,
year.
right? I was good.
It was great.
Richie can't host this year, so I'm going to host it this year.
Oh, this is Darcy's
Okay.
thing?
Tom
And-
Cotter's on it this
I'm
year.
good, yes.
Richie Byrne.
Really?
Richie
Tom
Byrne.
Cotter?
But I'm also going to be
Wow.
at Westbury Music Fair July 28th.
Chris
Get
Monty?
your stupid tickets.
Chris Monty's going to
No,
be on that
I'm
show.
opening.
Wow.
Yes, I'm
That's all
opening
of
up
us.
for Vic DiBattista
Very good.
on July
Very
28th.
nice.
That's going to be
It's
a
a governor's
loud show.
production.
That's
I
a
know.
loud
But anyway,
show.
this weekend,
Hold on. Leisure Glen Home, 55 and older in Ridge, New York.
Wow.
Seriously.
If I were you, I
And
wouldn't
you
have
can't
even
go,
said that.
Look, you
I wouldn't have
can't,
even
What?
brought
you
that
can't
up.
go if you're not 55. So
Well, go on. That's what I'm doing.
you're right. No,
You
I
asked.
have a private party on
You asked.
Thursday. On Friday, I don't know where. I can't remember, but I don't have my book
Private
in front
It
of me.
party?
doesn't matter.
But I'm at Governor's Sunday night.
Very nice.
Governor's in Levittown Sunday night. I
That's
will
how
be
I ended
one
up
of
here.
the 45 comics.
That's how I got here today.
That's right,
Because
because
you asked me on
you
Sunday.
did Governor's
Last Sunday.
last Sunday.
Yeah.
You were great, by the way.
I thought so.
I will be
I've seen
at
me
Rockwell's in Pelham,
Look,
New
she brought her
York,
calendar.
With
with
Look.
my daughter
Look.
Molly Kornfeld.
She brought her calendar.
And I forget who else is on the show.
it
Who
doesn't
cares?
Somebody
matter.
else,
It
yes.
doesn't matter.
And then I will be doing Bob DeBuono's gig
Bob
at
DeBuono?
Dangerfield
That's a good guy.
on the 21st, the Thursday the following
Funny
week.
guy.
Called, I forget that it's
He
called.
does a great Trump, by the way.
Oh, he does.
does.
Oh,
All
does
right,
he?
we want
It
to
does.
thank everybody for watching. We want to
Who
also
watched?
look, Brian.
Oh,
Brian
God.
Pluto! Go
Numerous.
follow him
he
on
just
Twitter.
got here. He just
Numerous
got here and he
people
said,
tuned in.
I'm here, better late than never."
Yes, you'll
Yeah.
have
Let's
to
just
listen
thank
to
Joey.
Yeah,
Let's
catch
just
it
thank
on-
Joey Cola.
He said catch it on the iTunes. By the way, Brian, we have what's that thing called?
Patreon.
A Patreon. Send us the $1.
Joe Moff is watching. I hope you
Joe?
heard the
Yeah,
story.
Joe, we were
Moffat.
talking
Joe
about
Star
you.
talked about you. So
Yeah.
Harrison Green.
A lot of dollars. And so we have that. Subscribe to us on iTunes and subscribe to our channel on Facebook. Click subscribe. We love you guys. Make sure you watch us on YouTube. What else? Am I missing anything, Adam? iTunes is going to be coming out soon. And just keep watching us. 'cause
Thank Adam.
We're doing this for free.
Yeah, we do
And
this
Adam.
for free.
You want to thank
Mark
Adam?
David
Adam.
Hirschman,
You're
thank you
welcome.
for watching.
I love Hirschman.
Mark David Heichman.
Sounds like a serial killer.
Eleanor Kay,
Yeah.
by the way,
Mark
who
David
made these
Hirschman.
hats
Oh,
for us.
Eleanor Kay, my artist.
Show our
friend.
heads. She
Nice
is an
hat.
artiste,
Nice hat.
and we.
Oh, that's Eleanor who came with us?
Yes, it's an American flag. She did this by hand, by the way.
The one
Yes.
you wanted to set up with Mitch?
No, Mitch Walters was hitting all over her. She was like, okay.
Fat Rat Bastard was watching.
Mitch
I
goes,
love
when
that
I get
man.
Mitch,
Arrogant.
Mitch said,
The
Mitch-
great
Mitch said, when I get money together, I'll take you to Wetson's. That's what
Yes,
he said.
yes. Anyway, we would love to get Fat Rat Bastard
What
in
else?
here,
I
but-
feel like there's something we're forgetting. Oh, we usually do every other week in the summer, but Karen, are we doing next week?
Oh, next week we're doing, because I have a show.
Karen's
I have
very
a
busy.
Russo's on the Bay. I'm doing a benefit for Children's Hospital, St. Jude's. So if you can get tickets for that, that would be a great cause. You get a 5-course meal. There's going to be raffles. It's going to be Robbie Rosen from American Idol. Myself, Matt Burke, and Pat Marone is hosting the night. Lots of raffles, lots of prizes. It's a 3-course meal, and it's a comedy show at Russo's on the Bay on Monday, the 25th. Get the